I got to tell you, I think I need back surgery. I don't know anything about my back. I got back pain, so I just assume surgery is next.
Yeah, the way that you're moving
I
and
got like a pinched nerve or
getting
something.
shocked, yeah, it's something some sort of nerve thing, sciatica. Or
You want to know what the worst problem is? Is that I'm not afraid, but I just don't like MRIs, and I know I'm going to have to go get an MRI, and I'm like, I'll just live with the pain. That's how much.
No,
I know I can't.
I'd imagine you just go to sleep on those things.
What's that?
And the MRIs, I just fall asleep when I had those.
I can't. The idea that they may just push me in all the way and close it up and throw it off the side of a ship.
There's
they
like
did with
no
Osama bin
door
Laden.
on it, though.
No, I know.
Yeah, you do freak out a little bit.
You're asking me to make sense. You know, Carmen, the lifeguard imaging is the most open thing that I've ever been in. You're basically just laying on a table with a little thing above you. You're completely open. And yet, in the last 5 seconds, I was like, maybe I'm just going to push myself out. And then they're like, no. It's right at the last 5 seconds, I was like, okay. They're like, you're done. And I went, okay, good. Because I was getting – it had nothing to do with the machine itself. It's all in my head, you know?
Right.
And, I just feel like once I get in there and I get comfortable, they're like, we got him. Push him in. They push me in. They seal it up. And then they Osama bin Laden me off the side of a ship somewhere.
No.
Oh, man, I just saw a thing, I don't know what it is on Twitter, some morbid thing that I follow that shows dead people and all kind of stuff. But I had a video. I don't know how the girl did it, but she got her boyfriend in a suitcase and zipped it up, and he couldn't get out.
No.
And he's going like, Angela, and she goes, for all the times you did this and blah, 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 you son of a bitch. And she didn't let him out. He died.
No.
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
And she videoed it?
Yeah. If you're zipped up in a suitcase, Carmen, you can't breathe. Eventually, the air goes out. Yeah.
Did you say it was Tony Danza?
Angela, Mona, Samantha.
Jonathan grabbed the key. Stuck. Yeah, no, I just don't. I don't like. I always try to think if I had any trauma. When my mom and dad were married, they got divorced when I was 5, and I still remember this. My dad had a big car. I don't know what kind, like maybe like a Cadillac or something, and he put me in the trunk and closed it.
Oof.
But no, like he said he was going to do it. Like I was sitting in the trunk while it was open, like he was cleaning the car or whatever, and he went to like pretend he was going to close it, and I said, "All right, do it, but let me out right away." And then he closed it, and I went, "Okay, let me out." He goes, "Oh, I can't find the key." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "I'm just kidding." But he never left me in there long enough to have any trauma. But yeah, I don't. And even that, I remember there being so much room in there. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
trunks were big back then.
Yeah, they were big. I mean, you could put 3 bodies in there back in the day, Joe. Got your size. Forget about it. Put the whole
And
family in there.
now the trunks, though, they have the back seat, the part that folds down.
Yeah,
in
you
most
can
cars.
escape.
Yeah.
Or now, if you're never going to get killed by a trendy mobster and him have to stuff you in his frunk. You don't want to. You don't want to be frunk killed. I have to tell you, I'm for electric cars, not so much Tesla. Like I didn't love the Tesla. You know.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like, oh my God, this is pretty cool. But I think the coolness of it is in the monitor, the screen that's in there, and all the things that you can do. And then the fact that it is very fast. I'm for the electric car. I don't mind it, but they just haven't perfected it yet.
No, the technology is not there yet
Right.
because even though you can, drive the car and the car's fine, whatever, you can't go far enough. And the battery and the charging and, to be able to have all of the cars that they want to have by a certain time, they don't have the infrastructure to have that done yet.
No.
It's impossible. I watched a thing the other day where a guy was saying, he goes, I'm the only member of Senate or Congress or whatever it was that has some background in nuclear fusion and this and that. He goes, so you would say that I know a little bit about power and how that works? Because they were talking about having electric buses and doing all electric buses for schools. He said, that they want to just roll it out and do it. He goes, you can't do that. He goes, it's impossible.
The infrastructure's not there for
that.
that.
He goes, start with a few that have short distance things.
Right.
And he goes, and then as the technology catches up, he goes, then we can spread it out. He goes, but if you do your plan, he goes, you're going to fail.
You're also going to have a bunch of stalled buses.
Yeah.
That never works out.
Yeah.
And we're talking about this. My son had a Tesla for a couple of years, which he loved and was fine. But when he started going back and forth to FSU, that's where it became a problem because it does not make it there in one charge.
Yeah.
And it's a minor inconvenience to get there. You stop for about a half hour, get some lunch, charge up the car. That's fine. But in Tallahassee, there is a mad dash for the chargers. My brother-in-law said that when he goes to visit his son up there, that sometimes you're waiting a half hour just to get to the charger.
Yeah.
And that's not good for a day-to-day. If you got to do it once in a while, it's okay.
You know why I don't have an electric car? Because the charging place where I know where the charging place is the Hard Rock Casino. And I'm like,
How
charging.
convenient.
Might as well just go. Hang on a second. Did all three of us get a haircut yesterday?
No, I got mine before I left.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you get?
No, mine's about a week ago.
Oh, you just not wearing a hat?
You just want us to know you got a haircut? That's fine.
No. Look at
Looks
Gio.
nice.
Doesn't he
Very
look
good.
like he got a
No, he
haircut?
does look
it's
fresh.
he's
I
not.
have had one within the last week.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay. Did we all get a haircut within the last week?
I had a hat on yesterday.
It looks darker than normal.
Okay.
Oh, you're
hair.
saying he dyed his
No.
hair?
I'm just
Gio,
saying-
why are you dyeing your hair?
I don't. Well, when it grows out on the sides, I get little poly walnuts actually on.
Oh, yeah.
So when I cut it shorter, that goes away.
I have not had any problem with gray hair. I do have some gray hair. I don't care about that. But the gray hair on my beard just went white. I got Ron White beard underneath, like at the bottom.
Yeah.
Over here. I don't know where that came. Like, it's just when I shave, it looks like it snowed now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Speaking of Polly Walnuts, remember the movie The Pickup Artist with Robert Downey Jr. and
I
Molly
do.
Ringwald?
Yes.
How well do you remember it?
Not
I
at
don't.
all.
Yeah, I just remember him trying to.
I do. The one thing that I do remember, because I saw some of it pretty recently, is that Robert Downey Jr. had not had his new teeth by then.
No,
He
no.
had
He's
bad chiclets.
Space, yeah.
Yep.
But Dennis Hopper's in there. I think he plays
The
Molly
father.
Ringwald's father. Yeah. Well, anyways, they go to a casino and she's trying to win money to do whatever. But they grab Dennis Hopper and bring him into the back room because he owes or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a about 38-year-old Polly Walnuts.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like, oh, it's so crazy. I mean, exactly the same, but just
Yeah.
all dark hair.
He loved Amanda, man. He met Amanda when she was like about 25, and he was like touching her face.
No.
Hey, Paulie, let's take it back a notch.
Yeah.
At the time, I'm like in my early 30s, and Paulie's rubbing my wife's face, and she's like flattered but uncomfortable at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, Gramps is gonna get. I think he might have had one or two in him. He might have been a little drunk. And I was like, all right, cool.
It was weird because you watch Sopranos and you saw it every week. And, he was an older guy, but not like, oh, look how old he is. And then you didn't see him for a while.
Yeah.
And then you saw him and you went, oh, my God, look how old he got.
He got old quick. And then at the end, when he was sick before he died, he looked really bad.
Yeah.
He got really skinny. And,
They had that Sopranos reunion not too long ago before he died. And when he spoke, his voice was kind of like old, really old man. It's sad.
He was on his way out. Hey,
Yeah.
it happens, Gio. I've been.
Uncle June's still alive.
What?
Yeah.
You hear a whistle?
That was amazing.
The best is Uncle June is so. Like, to me, he's the guy. He's Hyman Roth's guy, so he's got it all together. You know what I mean? And then yet we talked to him that day, and he was so out of it. I don't. And I think we did a good job not mocking him right to his face, but we really realized he'd been off the deep end. So, I was reading the news stories this morning. So RFK has pretty much given up the fact that I know he didn't plan on winning at this point, but him talking about Aaron Rodgers being his running mate.
And Jesse Ventura.
Had he gone out with the Jesse Ventura thing last year and had because Jesse Ventura is intelligent. He was the governor of Minnesota, and he is very much aligned with the libertarians, and he has a niche audience there. He could have gained some steam like Kennedy was doing, but now to just mention his name in passing, you don't want an old grouchy Jesse Ventura.
Well, and that's the thing is Jesse Ventura is now like when you say the name Jesse Ventura, you think of a guy that's barefoot and his hair's crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
he
lives in Mexico.
Yeah, I live down in the Baja. Yeah.
Jesse's great. Here's the thing. I have I don't know why I was going to say this. I'll tell you something about this, but I have a picture with Trump, and it's to me. I don't know why. To me, I'm fascinated. All the famous people I've met and taken pictures with over the years. the president's like a big
President's
deal.
the biggest, yeah.
And especially with him being like, I kept telling my wife when we bought this house, I had taken the picture with Trump, and Trump was running for president, and I said, I'm blowing it up, putting it above the fireplace. Yeah. And she's like, no, you're not. I go, oh, yes, I am. I remember when I was a kid going in people's houses, and they'd have that, that picture of them with a president, if they, if it was somebody fancy or whatever, and it would always be them standing in front of a curtain with a fake handshake, looking at the camera and doing it. Me and Trump are just chilling out together in suits.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to Pete. That was a good picture, right?
100%.
Pete took the picture. Yeah, it was good. The way you got it.
Yeah, Pete went. We were sitting there, and Pete went to the bathroom, and he text me. He goes, "You got to come out here. Trump's out here." And at the time, Trump was nowhere near running for president. And I was like, I don't know. By the time I get there, he goes, no, he's just hanging out there. I just took a picture with him. He sent me the picture, and I was like, oh, geez. So I got up, and I went over, and Trump was kind of a dick. He goes, and I couldn't believe how tall he was, and Ivanka was there. And I said, hey, Mr. Trump. And he goes, hello. And we shook hands, and I go, can we take a picture? And he goes, where? And I go, right here. He goes, all right, make it quick. Not a dick, but just like he had things to do.
You see him at the UFC events all the time, and he's glad he's shaking hands, taking pictures.
Now he loves to be. Yeah, he loves the attention. He loves that the young people love him.
Yeah,
it's so funny how he is so. I mean, Dana White's like his best advisor.
Yeah,
because Dana White brought him into that new generation of media and young people. I mean, look, I'm not stupid. I know at my age that the next media that you're going to see is the Pat McAfee's and the the Bussin' with the Boys and those kind of guys. That's your next generation of. Well, I mean, they're there now.
You do notice Dana White's like, here, you need to meet these people.
Right.
Here, meet the Nelk boys. Here, do this.
Here, meet Shane Gillis.
Take a picture. Take a picture with this person.
I don't know who was telling me. I think was it my dad? Somebody was telling me this weekend that the reason why Dana White and Trump have such a good relationship is, and we talked to Dana White about this on the air, is that he could not get into New York because of all the rules that they have there with unions and all that. And we said to Dana White, I said, so basically the reason why you can't get into New York is because you haven't greased the right people yet. And he's like, pretty much.
Yeah.
But he did go down to Atlantic City, which is, an equal, a little bit further, but equal distance for New Yorkers and also very close for Philadelphia. So
Dana talks about that. He said when we couldn't get into New York, Trump said, come to my place, come to Atlantic City, come, we'll have the fights here and do all that stuff. So then when Trump was going to run for president, he said, Trump called him, Dana, and said, hey, I understand if you don't want to back me. He goes, I know that a lot of people, he goes, but I'm running for president, this and that. And Dana White said, I'm not going to back this guy. Are you kidding me? This is a guy who went out on a limb for me when it didn't do him any good.
Right.
You know what I mean? He goes, so 100% I'm going to back this guy.
Yeah. And by the way, this isn't us going, Trump's a great guy. You vote for him. We're just saying.
Their relationship.
Yeah. This is how it developed between
He was
them.
down in Miami for UFC 299 that just happened that Oliveira was
I
at.
saw Steve-O was posting pictures with Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Steve-O was there. And
dude.
Mr. Beast was there.
Yeah, Mr. Beast was popping up everywhere. I saw a lot of people posting pictures with him.
Yeah.
I think the thing about Mr. Beast is that he's so ugly.
Yeah,
Like, he's such a weird. He looks like an old.
I think that's why people like him, though. He seems like just a normal dude.
Yeah.
But what does he do? I've never
He
seen
gives away money.
I've never seen 1 second of anything that he does where I'd go, oh, that I like that.
Oh,
I watch a lot of guys. I watch the guys, and I'm not big heart guy, but I watch a lot of guys who like roll up on homeless people and give them money and make them sandwiches and stuff. And you're like, all right, like there's this guy Travis who lives locally. I watch his videos and I was like, wait a second, that's St. Pete or that's Tampa. And then I reached out to him. I wanted to have him on the show, and he wanted to have nothing to do with me. But he goes out to homeless people and he takes care of them on the street. He brings them food and clothes and stuff like that. It's inspirational to where you're like, if everybody did just a tiny, tiny bit of what he did, we'd probably help each other out a lot more. And there's guys like that I see what they're doing. They have a purpose. Mr. Beast, I don't really understand. I'm not talking down against him. I just don't really understand what he does.
It's because
that's the attraction.
It's because we're old. That's why.
But I mean, does he like? I remember the other guy that my son was really obsessed with. That your kid liked too. What was his name? The video game guy.
Oh, Ninja.
Ninja. That guy was a video game guy though.
Yeah.
That's why they liked him. And at least there was something there. I don't really know What do you say, Carmen? He just rolls up and gives people money?
Well, so he does a lot of competitions where it'll be like, leave your hand on this Bentley, and the last person with your hand on the Bentley gets the Bentley.
So he does old morning zoo bits.
Yeah.
Basically.
But yeah, so he just goes around and does that. But then he does a lot of philanthropy work as well.
That
like,
was
remember-
good, Carmen. That
Yeah.
was very good. You rolled through
Listen.
it fast and everything.
I tried.
Yep.
But like, remember, like he went to Africa and solved like the water crisis in less than a week, and and then like everyone over there got mad at him for doing it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they showed how easy it was
Right.
to fix the problem.
But he had the money, too.
He also mastered the YouTube algorithm
Yeah.
more than anybody else,
Oh,
which
really?
helped blow him up as well.
And he is, you say, what does he do? And I understand what you're saying. He literally is a YouTuber. Like
Yeah.
he's the one who kind of started that where he got what did he take out a loan or do something?
10,000.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And then he gave money away and then people watched and then he got more money.
Sponsors started jumping on
He
too.
started monetizing it
Yeah.
and then that money goes now to giving away and then he's obviously making some of the money, but he gives a ton of money
Good
away
for him, man.
and does a lot of stuff to help
And
out
then-
people.
And then on top of that, he bought like everybody that works for him. He went and bought like a combine basically,
Yeah.
so they could all live for free in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And gave everybody LASIK surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many people he did that for, like 100,000 people or something
One-
crazy.
Yeah.
One of his
I
first
gave you guys
videos.
T-shirts.
Huh?
I gave you guys T-shirts once.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks.
One of his first videos, he was like, he counted to like 1 million, a live stream. So he sat there and a live stream was like 1,
Oh, my God.
2, 3, and people, tons of people watch this and
I
stuff.
think my daughter watches the Sterniolo triplets. And
Yeah.
Other than the fact that they're triplets, I don't see anything exciting about what they do at
But
all.
that's most YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
But I feel like I watch exciting people. Like I feel like when I watch someone on YouTube or an Instagram reel, I'm like, I'm watching cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't just watch a guy walk around counting.
Now he's got 300 employees,
whatever
and
he
he
wants.
does these huge grand, like it's almost, now it's basically a television show. It's not just him doing videos.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I realized where I'm at. I know I'm out of the demo.
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, whether there's a catch or something. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Because he seems
He's
too
banging kids.
good.
Or is he the guy that goes, "Don't screw this up"?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
maybe.
Don't screw this up. I was telling Joey when Joey played football, I said, if you ever get to the point where you think you're going to play in college, and then in college, if you ever want to get drafted, I'm going to lock you in a bank vault for 6 months
Yeah.
so that you don't do anything to go out and screw that up at the last
Scrub your
minute.
social media and
I mean, even Warren Sapp got caught smoking pot. You know, like that's a big deal, but got caught smoking pot before the draft, and he dropped some places. You know, like I would lock Joey in a vault.
there is a great documentary from Elway to Marino, and it is about Dan Marino in the draft where there was rumors of him being a party guy. And he dropped way down because there was just rumors about it. And they actually had his college roommate, and he goes, nobody ever came and talked to me about it. Nobody
Yeah.
ever came and asked me. He goes, I would have told him, no, he's like the straight-laced guy. He's all into football, and, it's crazy.
That's
how-
like Moneyball
Well,
when they're going through the possible candidates to go to the A's, and they get to Jeremy Giambi, and they're like, this guy, he's a VIP in Vegas,
Yeah.
and he's up and down the strip. And then the other guy, they're like, yeah, you don't want him. He's got an ugly girlfriend. And they're like, what? And they're like, ugly girlfriend means no confidence. Yeah, it's hilarious. Hilarious. What were you going to say, Carmen? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say a lot of schools now hire like social media managers for their teams, and they just basically keep track of the players, and they'll tell them, take that post down.
Some of the teams
Post
won't even
this.
let the players post on social during the season.
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
'Cause it's a big part of it now.
For 4 years or 2 years or whatever, you don't go on social media, and that's going to save you from losing a $135 million contract or whatever
But-
it may be.
But now a lot of the college athletes, even the high school athletes, because of the NIL deal,
Yeah,
like
they're
they can
making money.
they have to make money, so they almost have to be on social media. They just have to be smart about it, and you have to remember they are kids, so they're just
But you know
doing
what I don't
dumb
understand?
stuff.
Is my son and his friends, they erase their social media. Like, they'll
Yeah.
put something up for an hour, and it's gone, and they got nothing on there.
I love it.
I don't love it.
I'm on it with them.
Your
yeah.
digital footprint.
But if
Yeah.
it's something, someone will screenshot
I
it
know.
quick.
I
Because
know.
we've all seen stuff where they're like, this was up for 3 seconds,
Yep.
and we got you,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
But also, just think about like cancel culture and how fast it goes. Like you could post something and then take it down, and the next day it could be deemed terrible.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
true.
And you're just lucky that you took it down before it became a thing.
The other part, Carmen, is people reading things out of context.
Yes.
If I go back and read some of my Twitter feed stuff, I go, ooh, that's in there. But I don't know. But I didn't mean it that way. It's just when you read it out of context, it's hard to.
I think the first time we all learned about the jumping to conclusions and it's not always exactly what it is was the Sandman kid or whatever. What was his name?
Nick Sandman.
Oh, yeah.
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, with the whole thing with the MAGA hat on and the indigenous person and all. And look at this son of a bitch! Ah, kill him! And meanwhile, the kid didn't do anything.
It was actually the other people,
right? And Patton Oswalt put out his address, and it was I think the wrong address even. And yeah, it was wild.
I hate Patton Oswalt because of that.
Same.
Yeah.
I liked him beforehand, and I hate him because of that.
Yeah.
He's in the new Ghostbusters movie, and it annoys me.
Yeah.
He just seems like a Karen. Like,
yes.
no matter
a little
where.
fat nerd Karen.
Yeah, he goes to restaurants and he complains before the food even gets there. He's like, I know it's not hot. I know it's not hot.
Plus, he killed his wife.
Yeah.
So.
Remember when we made
Allegedly.
Brian Posehn admit that his wife was ugly? Brian Posehn was on, and Brian Posehn had a hot chick. And I said, "Wow, you guys get hot chicks?" And I go, Patton Oswalt. I go, he's married, and he goes, "Yeah." And I go, his wife hot, and he went.
Well, didn't his wife die?
Yeah, he killed her.
And then he married another woman like
a week later.
Yeah,
A way hotter one too. Way hotter.
And younger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to wake the farm animals.
Good stuff.
Wait.
Get it.
Oh man,
The pollen's very high.
It's my god. The other problem I have now, I've never been more honest about things than I am with this audience. When I blow my nose really hard, one day I'm going to crap my pants.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I feel it loosen up and open up right away. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's Wednesday, which means Galvin has a brand new open letter coming up. Spanish is not here. Probably will not be here for the rest of the week, and it's out of my hands. And for those of you who are wondering, and there's nothing new. I don't know anything. Haven't talked to him. It's at a corporate level now, so we'll just see how things pan out. But I don't want to dwell on it because I don't know what's going on. But I'm not avoiding it. I just don't have anything else to tell you about. But I'm sure I'm going to have to say this 3 or 4 times during the show today. I'm not avoiding it. I just don't have any information for you. If there was drama, trust me, I'd love to put it everywhere I could, and it's what I do. But it is what it is. It's a crappy situation, but we'll figure it out and we'll handle it. And as it happens, you'll see what happens. So there you go. My favorite thing is Fat John Gruden, man. I saw that picture you sent me.
Yeah.
John Gruden's working for the Seamen. Do you know about that?
No.
A European football team.
Yeah.
The CSEA men. And now it just the headline says John Gruden's Seaman advisor. But they show a picture of him and he's fat retired John Gruden.
Yeah.
Really?
I was surprised.
Yeah, not like he looks bad, you know what I mean? But he was so.
I mean, he's sitting down in the picture, so maybe
He's got old man arms too,
Yeah.
you know.
you can
still
fat
handsome.
guy kind of suck in the gut when you're standing up. You know?
Yeah. I always say these things, and then one day I'll run into him, and I'm waiting for him to pull me in and go, "Hey, did you call me fat?" You know, because he listens, not necessarily to us, but he's up early, and he listens to stuff. I forget that people listen to the show, and then I forget like that. You know, I forget, and then all of a sudden I meet somebody, and I'm like, I can't tell why that guy doesn't like me, and somebody will be like, "It's because you were calling him fat the other day. You're calling him a fat bag of semen," and I go, "Oh yeah. Those things get away from me. Sometimes I just forget that it's outside this room." So. Anyway, all right, let's take a break. We'll play Sporcle. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. All right, Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
Okay, we have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for Reggae Rise Up. Bill
Why
Maher.
are you in an extra good mood today?
Why?
I don't know, because you're like, man, some stuff.
No, because you always.
Spanish isn't here.
Oh,
No.
that's not what I meant.
No.
But you have a cute voice today.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I got to do a video for the Todd.
Oh,
I
so
gotta-
you're already
you
in
getting
mode.
hyped up?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to get ready.
What are you wearing? Double-ended things?
Wait, no.
Carmen, you want to make some money off of those videos? Be like, all right, this is what the Todd sells, and this is how you use them.
Yeah, I might as well start an OnlyFans then.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
You know what?
I'll pay for a subscription.
Son of a bitch.
You know, I was telling my wife yesterday, because my wife does these videos for her job online, and they get a lot of views. And I'm like, man, you realize you get views because you're pretty. not because half the people that look at it, they don't
Not
really care what
true.
you're saying. Well, no, it's in the algorithm, and she's in the pretty algorithm. You know what I mean? Like I get.
But she's also saying very interesting things.
Yeah. Right. Some of the people, but other people are stopping to look through it, not because they want to hear what she has to say, but they go, "What is this? What is this chick all about?" Like, I follow this girl, right? She does this thing that she calls eye gazing. Anybody ever see her?
No.
Where she's like, you want to gaze into my eyes, and then she just like stares at you and smiles. And she's not particularly attractive. Like she's okay, you know what I mean? But for some reason, she just mesmerizes me. And then I commented on her picture one time, like she made.
Of course, you did, creep.
Yeah, well, she like asked a question and I answered it, and then all of a sudden, Bobby texts me. He goes, "You follow the eye gaze girl?" I go, "Yeah," because I saw your comment. Then the next day, Pete, "You follow the eye gaze girl?" I go, "You see?" And I go, "Why are we following her?" And Bobby's like, "I don't know. She's not really good looking." I go, "I know. I don't know what it is about her."
It's funny. Dan Soder has a new special out and on YouTube, so it's free if you want to watch it. But I saw a clip of it, and he's talking about Instagram. And he goes, Instagram really calls people out. He goes, because it'll be like there's 143 comments from people. And Jeff, like people that you know, it'll say,
shows up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so I was just telling her, I said, you go through and you do your little, I sound like I'm belittling. You do your little thing.
Yeah.
You do your little advice and whatever. But the fact is that people are stopping on it because you're attractive. If you were ugly, nobody would be paying attention to it. And she's like, "Okay, what's your point?" I go, "My point is, what if you become the therapist with the loose shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like
Down
you wear,
blushing.
you down, but you wear a shirt with no bra underneath, and you just keep the buttons open. Then every once in a while, you do like a quick turn to the left because they'll let you show anything on Instagram now. They got the whole fake baby so you can breastfeed. They got the woman who just
Roast
walks
beef.
out. They got the woman who just walks out and pulls her front of her underwear down. Oh, did you see the new video? I watched a girl the other day. She comes walking off the elevator, turns, pulls her underwear straight down to show like where her vagina is. And you want to talk about creep? I stopped it, paused it, and blew it up. It was like Photoshop. She had no line. She looked like a Ken doll.
You stopped it, then screenshot it,
Don't
then
make
zoomed.
it like I took it to a forensics lab. I just touched it with my thumb and spread it out.
Kate Middleton over here.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't understand
You timed
why.
it out just right on the stop it.
But that way it doesn't get taken down. They edit the video.
Yeah.
I know, but I've seen plenty where they don't do that. You know, they just show you their roast beef.
Quick question.
No.
How many times have you tried to stop a video?
Pause game.
The pause where they do the flash. What's the most you've ever done?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
What's the most you've ever done though to get like if you're like I can get it and you're
You want to know the truth?
at some point you give up, but you did how many?
I go like 4, and then I feel like after 4, somebody's watching me, and I stop.
There are some of them now where they're set up to make you double click so you like it.
Right.
When
Yeah.
you're trying to do it, it's
Yeah.
almost impossible to do.
Yeah,
but
that's not answering my question.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's a lot. What's considered a lot?
I don't know.
The other thing is that sometimes, like, I watch this girl. She's the most beautiful girl I've seen, like, naturally beautiful. And she does the pause thing, and her pause isn't nearly as good as seeing her, like, on the picture. You know, she's not, like, laying there naked or anything. I don't know.
It's amazing to me. Some of these girls, and they get you, man. And they have an OnlyFans, and you go and you look, you check to see if they have an OnlyFans because you're like, what is she doing? There's one girl who's like an average girl. She's pretty, but she's not like, oh my God, you know, when you walk past her, you'd be like, oh my God, did you see how hot that girl's? She's pretty. She's got a nose ring and stuff.
Yeah.
And she goes, a guy told me the other day that he's never had the skid mark in his underwear. And then she gets close to the camera and she goes, bro, you don't have to lie to me. And she just does like a little smile and you're like, oh my God, I'm in love with this girl now. It's wild.
Oh, I tell you, I've fallen in love with quite a few Instagram girls
love, yeah.
that I'll never meet, want to meet. But I mean, like, you know, I think you kind of get like Instagram girlfriends. You don't ever talk to them or communicate with them, but
they're there.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, you're the guy at Hooters that makes paper roses.
I don't send them gifts or anything.
They're my
Carmen.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
I don't tell other people like these are my girl. I'm just saying every day I gotta check in with them. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You guys really take it. All right, what do we have to give away, Carmen?
Okay, so the Reggae Rise Up. We have Bill Maher, Rays vs. Jays, XFC 50.
The XFC, is that the thing that you used to do?
No. So what do you mean?
Remember when you did the ring announcing in Sarasota?
Yeah, that was Bone Crunch.
Bone Crunch. Okay.
Yeah,
what
Bone
is
Crunch.
XFC?
XFC is MMA.
Yeah.
And it's good, but it's not a UFC, but it's a feeder.
I just remember I remember we did stuff with them before.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, Carmen. What else?
You're good. Then we also have Hailstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Bonamassa.
The most popular one out of all the things you read. Joe Bonamassa.
Joe Bonamassa. I have no idea.
Boring guitar player.
Okay.
One of the best guitar players you've ever seen in your life. Snoozer.
And then we also have shirts to give away for McDenton St. Patty's Day weekend, where you get to skip the line. And you can come back and leave and do as much as you want, but you get to skip the line if you have this T-shirt.
They call that the Move Bitch shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
You move, bitch.
Yes.
I don't
And
know
we
if
have
that
a
works.
couple of those to give away. So
Are you going to be out there?
yes, on Saturday from 5 to 7.
Like the ends.
Alone? Or with Joe?
I don't know. I have not heard of
No.
anything.
Joe, are you available?
I am.
Saturday. I can't even lie and say I'm going to go because I got Bobby here this weekend. By the way, Bobby's going to call in this morning, Carmen.
Okay.
Probably in the 8 o'clock hour.
Gotcha.
Bobby Kelly is at Side Splitters. He gets here tomorrow after the show, and he is here. Leaves on Sunday, but he'll be doing shows Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Side Splitters. If you're not going already, get your tickets now because once he comes on the show, it sells out.
I saw you put up the picture, and it's him on what is it, Terminator, or who is it? Is somebody with a leather jacket on?
I don't
It's-
remember.
Yeah, but it's not Bobby. It's Bobby's head, and
Yeah.
how a lot of the comedians do that. And so I reposted that, and some girl goes, "Wow, he looks great." And I go, "That's not him. He does
does
look
look
great,
great, yeah.
but that's not him. That's
I
somebody
didn't
else."
realize how great Bobby looks until my time hop comes up and it's pictures of us from like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw a picture from right before the cruise when Feeney was here
Yeah.
and Sagla and Bobby was on the couch. And
Yeah.
man, like he's come a long way.
Well,
Yeah.
even clips of his special that he filmed
Yeah.
in St. Pete, you're
Yeah.
like, well, it's unbelievable.
I gotta go get it done. I gotta go snip the belly or whatever they do. I gotta get
Yeah.
in there because he looks so fantastic. I don't know. I'll eye him up this weekend and make a decision. Give him the old stank eye. All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. What do I do now?
Hello.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle.
Oh.
Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Pap, how you feeling about scorekeeping and camera doing? Everything good?
I'm feeling fantastic, Michael.
Okay. I just need to know you're there.
Yeah, I'm here.
I stopped counting my own thing, Joe, because I want to show you how much I trust you.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Then you can't argue.
I know.
All right.
All right, Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we're going to be playing food expressions. Can you pick the food that best fits into the common English expression?
All
Okay?
right. Yes.
Very simple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
All right, your first one. You're the of my eye.
Apple.
Galvin.
I did not answer.
That's
Geo, yeah.
That was Geo then. You guys
Integrity.
sound a lot of very
Point Geo.
similar.
Galvin sounds like me.
If one of you guys could use an accent during this, it'd be
Yes.
Geo.
Bring home the
Bacon.
Mike.
Judge.
Yes, Michael.
great. I'm looking straight.
Mike gets the point. Don't spill the
Beans.
beans.
Oh.
Did someone say that?
I
did.
did.
Okay, Pap.
Galvin.
You knew that.
You were
was
owed one.
There's
knew
the
that
make 'em
was
up.
going to me.
The make 'em up.
Oh man. Icing on the
Cake.
Mike. Like a kid in a
Candy.
store. Mike.
Oh.
That's the way the
Cookie.
crumbles. Mike. The of the crop.
Cream.
Yes, Galvin. Cool as a
Cucumber.
Galvin.
Judge.
That was Galvin.
Galvin gets the point.
I know it was, but I'm not saying anything.
Put all your
Eggs.
in one Mike and Pap. We're halfway there.
Spanish is not on the board. He has 0. Geo with a single point. Galvin with 3. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
You son of a bitch.
All right, food expressions. Here we go. Selling like
Hotcakes.
Galvin. Easy peasy, squeezy,
Cheesy.
Easy peasy rice.
Oh.
What?
Easy peasy squeezy.
Easy peasy, blank squeezy.
Oh, Japanese.
Lemon. Easy peasy, lemon
No, it's easy peasy Japanese, like
No.
Brooks used to say.
squeezy. Nope. When life gives you lemon.
Lemonade.
Mike. No use crying over
Milk.
spilled milk. Galvin. A tough to crack.
Cookie. Now.
Egg.
A tough blank to crack.
You're a tough egg to crack.
Nut.
A tough nut
Yeah.
to crack.
That hurts.
2 in a pod.
Peas.
Galvin. Eat humble.
Pie.
Galvin. And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Oof.
Gio still with a single point. Michael with 6, and now Galvin is your leader. He's winning with 8.
Oof. Wait, I have 6?
6.
I don't think that's right.
keep
Can't
the
argue.
score.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Food expressions, last 3. Here we go. Drop like a sack of
Potatoes.
potatoes, Gio.
What?
All right.
The proof is in the.
Pudding.
Yes. Pap.
Then I have no idea.
Oh,
I would say Galvin.
I would have said Gio.
I would have
Okay.
said Gio.
I heard
Yep.
I heard it away
Yeah.
from me.
all right. Gio gets the point. And your last one. Take it with a grain of
Salt.
Mike.
Great. 1.
Your final score, Gio had a total of 3 points. Michael with 7, and Galvin is your leader and winner today. He won with 8.
Is that one? Did you win yesterday too?
No, you
you
won.
did.
You strayed my sleek. Slayed my streak.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
Trade your sleep.
I won today.
And what are the year-to-date total in Spanish?
Does anybody keep a score of these?
I mean, I'm keeping track of them. but
I'm
not
keeping track of the wins now.
You are?
Yes,
All
but
right.
I still don't know the total from before. So
Yeah.
I believe I had 180.
I believe
No.
I
Calvin
had
had
4,000.
89. Haven't
I had
played.
4,009.
We
Gio
should
has
have had
7.
we should have had a lifetime count.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Maybe that's somebody's job. Go back through and count them all.
What do we have coming up in news, Calvin?
Coming up in news today, where's the worm? Better names. And I cracked the code.
That could be about tequila. That could be about Phase on Love.
Nope, it's nothing you're thinking of.
All right.
And it is wild.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what were the other things? Sorry, I was
Better names.
Better names.
And I cracked the code.
Oh my God.
Crack the egg.
Ladies and gentlemen, the code has been cracked.
Yeah.
Galvin has your news. We'll find out what that crack code is. Can I just? I can't stop watching Suits. You really. I feel like every time
where are you at? Like what
season I'm about to go into season 4.
I accept your apology.
Not apology, but
no,
thank
apology.
you.
No apology. Also, oh, Suits. Oh, what is that show? Oh, it's so dumb.
I'm sorry. Did Mrs. Doubtfire stop by to talk to you?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I didn't. I would because on TBS or whatever channel that was on,
USA.
you'd get USA. You get Suits, Rizzoli and Isles, and
Franklin and Bash.
So I didn't know what to expect. Although Rizzoli and Isles not bad when you're in Japan. It's the only thing in English. Suits is a great idea, and every season I'm like, well, what are they? And then they do something cool, and then there's comedy in there. I like it. It's a
Is the
good
show over? Like they're not making
No.
more seasons? Or
Yeah,
still...
so it's done, and then it got the resurgence on Netflix, and now they're doing a spin-off show
okay.
that they're going to do.
That I have to tell you, they really took the page right out of Mad Men. Hot girls. It's Mad Men in a modern office is basically
Yeah.
what it is, and
Yeah.
it's great. But they have the same thing: the one hot redhead that runs the whole office, and then a bunch of power brokers behind the scenes. It's a really good show. I'm that Abigail Spencer is just Every girl on there is just so gorgeous. It makes it so easy to watch before you go to bed. It's like eating a donut before you go to sleep. You're like,
I just love Tom telling me, he was like, I'm on season 7, episode 3. I stayed up until 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh, just relax. It's there.
it ropes you in, man. It ropes you in.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
All right, let's take a break. We come back. We got news with Galvin next on 102.5 The Bone. Ray, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Ray?
Hey, good morning, Mike. Hope y'all are doing well.
We are. I hope you're doing well, Ray.
I'm doing well. I woke up yesterday morning and I got a news feed. I don't know. I know it's fake because I researched it about Hulk Hogan dying.
So why would you call to tell me about a fake news feed that you found?
Well, I just didn't know if y'all get some fake news feed on, or if you know anything about that.
So you got a fake news story, and you were calling us. We got the same fake news story. I did not get it. Galvin, did you get it?
I did not. No.
Gio?
No, I don't see it anywhere.
Joe, do you get news?
No, I didn't know there was out there.
Yeah. Nope. No, you're the only one with the fake news story, Ray.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, pal. Go ahead. Glad we got that established.
Ray, you can just call and say hi.
Yeah.
You can do that too. You know, just be like, hey, just
not as
want to say hi.
Let me just tell you about Ray. Ray may be a little bit older than us. Simple way to do it, Ray.
I think Ray was younger.
Oh, maybe. Maybe not as savvy.
Yeah.
Google makes this excellent thing on the internet, this excellent page you can go to. You go to google.com, then you put it Hulk Hogan, and then you can click on the little button that says news, and the top news stories will come up. For instance, I did it, and the top news story that came up was WWE legend Hulk Hogan's body transformation after 70-year-old's health battles. It's from 24 hours ago from the U.S. Sun. That's the top news story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just letting you know, it's
Man, 70. That's weird to hear.
I thought he was 70. I thought he was older. To be honest, and not that he doesn't look great or anything. I'm just saying. He's been around so long.
Yeah.
I just assumed he was older.
I told you a while back I had to have my wife get more sources. I told her, I go, you have to have 3 sources before you come to me with the story.
Don't come to me. And it's very rare that you're going to get a story. Like if you get it to us before we know about it, it's a second before we know about it. Like you're not going to hit us with a, did you hear Hulk Hogan died 2 days ago? And we're going to go, what?
Yeah.
It hasn't shown up in our news feed, fake or real.
I've got so many like notifications and apps and things on my phone that it's really consume a lot of news.
The second Levante David signed the extension yesterday, I put it up on our Instagram. Not so much that I could report the news because I'm just copying somebody else's news and putting it up there, but so that you guys don't all send it to me.
I've got people telling me Mike Evans is going to resign.
I heard.
Oh.
Still.
I heard he is.
Good
but
news.
I'm
What
not
about,
really sure.
have we heard anything about Baker? Or no?
I don't know.
We're not
I
sure.
don't know.
You should
I'm
give
hopeful.
him like $30 million.
I'm hopeful.
Rob, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Rob?
Hey, man. Hey, I was thinking yesterday to be on the chopping block for being late or no call, no show a couple of times. Spanish contributes a lot to the show, and I don't know why we rushed all the way there, but I propose doing a little public shaming and put him in his stupid hammock out there on the pier, wrap him up, and fill it full of dead, stinky fish with a sign that says, I'm a lush and I can't handle my alcohol, and just make him sit there in the sun and let those dead fish cake on him for a while.
I mean, that's I get it. It's a good punishment, but it doesn't do us any good here on the show. I mean, I appreciate it, but the goal is to have a good, functional, operational show, not to have a guy who stinks like cod for the rest of his life.
I got to be honest with you. When Rob started, I was like, oh, this is going to be terrible. As soon as he said hammock, I was in.
Hammock at us.
Yeah.
Hammock at us. Let's go to Awkward Joe. What's up, Awkward Joe?
Hey guys, just want to say hi and love Spanish. Sorry that happened, but yeah, I think you guys did the right thing.
Well, we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything yet, Joe. I just letting you know. I mean, you know.
Well, never mind. Well, it's good to hear from everybody.
Yeah, good to hear from
Good
you.
to hear from, yeah.
Did you hear about Hulk Hogan?
Thank you, Awkward Joe. Awkward Joe also never fails.
No.
It starts off good, always get awkward.
Yep.
Congratulations to Troy Meyer from Tampa Bay, who is in the finals for the Tournament of Champions. He did not win last night. He must be so pissed off. So the way they do it now is there's 3 guys left, and the first one to win 3 games is the champion.
Okay.
Right? So last night, Troy is going against 2 guys that know a lot, Ben and Yogesh. Yogesh is pretty smart, but he's not like he's lost on some of the more current things.
Okay.
But Troy is a goddamn AI computer. I mean, he just no matter what you like. Sometimes you see, oh, this guy's got a little specialty. It's history or geography. This guy just knows everything. He gets answers, and I look at Amanda and I go, I don't know anything what that question means or those answers.
Right.
I've never heard those terms before in my life, and he just spits them out. And this has been his lifelong dream to be on the show. And he goes on last night and racks up a huge score and then gets the daily double and goes all in while he's got a huge score. Doubles everybody else's score. He's in the 20,000s. They're in the 8,000s. Then blew it on Final Jeopardy. Oh. Ben was in 3rd place. Yogesh was in 2nd place. Troy was in 1st place. And Ben got it right. Yogesh got it wrong. Oh, no, Yogesh got it right, but he didn't bet any money. So Ben beat him by $1, and then Troy got it wrong, and he bet a lot, so he lost everything. Oh. So Ben, who was in 3rd place, won by $1.
Oh.
And Troy's face was just like, he didn't. He was so, you could tell he was so goddamn mad. And he got this, whatever it was, he picked the wrong book by the right author. There was 2 books, he picked the wrong one. So it wasn't like he didn't know what he was talking about. But I know now this week is probably tough because they're not allowed to talk about whether they won or not. But I would really like to get Troy on the show. Troy is from Tampa. He's got his own record label. He looks a little bit like Clark Kent. And I got questions. My first question is, why is Troy sitting down? I've never seen a Jeopardy contestant sit down before. He's in good shape. I mean, maybe he's got a bad back. I can relate. But he's sitting down. I need to know about that. And he's so incredibly smart. And he's from right here. And told my wife yesterday, my dream is not to be on Jeopardy. It's for Troy to win. And they go, Troy, what are you going to do with your money as Jeopardy champion? And I want him to be like, somehow I just hope my winnings and my fame bring me closer to my favorite radio host, Mike Calta from Tampa. Like I feel like I want to mean a lot to Troy, which I don't think I do right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if somebody out there knows Troy, please let him know that I'd love to have him on the show. I'm a Jeopardy nerd, and I've been watching since the very first time he was on the show. So, and also, who's making money off of a record label these days, let alone one run out of Tampa?
Yeah.
I have questions about that, too.
Yeah.
So I think Troy would be a very interesting interview. I'd love to have him on the show. If you know Troy, let him know that we're talking about him and we wish him the best in Jeopardy. I'll wait till next week. I know he's probably can't.
So where are they in the standings? Who's won?
Just Ben. One shot.
That was the first one?
Yep.
Okay,
Ben
gotcha.
is one by accident, one game up ahead. If I had to still bet my entire house right now on everybody, I'm putting it on Troy.
Right.
Just because he's so goddamn smart. But Ben squeaked in. And Ben's adorable, too. So when he wins, you're like, oh, good little Ben. You know? Yogesh, I don't like him.
No.
And I bet he smells like rotten vegetables, and I don't like him. And he's arrogant, and he's like, Yogesh, like he yells when he talks to you. You know? No,
I don't like him.
They had biopics was one of the and he kept saying biopic just to be a dick.
Yeah.
I don't like
Just
him.
to be a dick.
Just because he goes, I'm going to keep saying biopic. Okay, good. I hope you lose now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
Sorry.
I beat you.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I'm not able to watch Bone TV because I don't have a monitor in here, but I'm also it'd be very distracting to watch me while I'm doing the show. But Carmen,
Yes.
comments flooding in that you look hot today.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, just end it right there.
Is there somewhere I could see her, Joe?
Yes, I will put her up right now.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, because like I got in the chat today as well. I usually don't like message or anything like that.
Plunging neckline.
Wow.
You look like Cat Stickler today.
Like I said, I got to shoot a video for the Todd, so I gotta.
I thought you
told
said
you
she
you
looked
looked good.
Show
Carmen,
the
didn't I?
You said
Yes,
she
you
looked
did.
pretty.
No,
Joe?
Cat Stickler was gorgeous. You got
Used to
the
be.
plunging neckline going. You got the hair up. I like
No,
it.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Got the voice going.
Yeah, you got cute voice today.
Look at me, Joe. I'm going to do news like this.
Oh, I like it.
Right?
That's I like
Hot. The whole show's hot.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have in news, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. The cruise is right around the corner. Everybody needs some new cruise shoes. Get into Pelt Shoes. You can get some new cruise shoes, whether you want the UFOs. That's what I like to wear around. The recovery sandals. Those are fancy. Birkenstocks. They got flip-flops. They've got the Hey Dudes. They've got all the different styles and brands that you're looking for in there. And if you're not going on the cruise, you need some athletic shoes. You need some dress shoes. Ladies, you need some heels or boots. They have them all right there at Pelts. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So stop into a Pelts today and make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show.
I know him.
Yes, that's right. So President Joe Biden and his predecessor, Donald Trump, have both passed the delegate thresholds to clinch their party's nominations.
Ooh, we were at the edge of our seats wondering who it would be.
Who is it going to be? Yeah. They each won several states in primary elections on Tuesday to propel them over the finish line. The two 2020 contenders will provide the U.S. with its first rematch in a presidential election for 70 years. Polling suggests it might be a tight race. It'll come down to a narrow margin in a few key states. The nominations will be made official at the party conventions this summer.
I don't know the answer to this. Maybe you do, and or you have it there in the news. But who is the last president to win, lose, and win?
Win, lose, and then win
and come back.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't even know if that's happened.
I think we talked about that before. Was it Grover Cleveland? I think he skipped. I don't know whether he
ran or not.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't, because in my lifetime, we've only had consecutive presidencies. We've not had one win, lose, and then come back and win again. So this is a first. This is so weird.
I can't believe these are our choices.
I was correct. Grover Cleveland.
Oh.
So Grover Cleveland was the president that served 2 non-consecutive terms. He was, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. President of the United States from 1885 to 1889, and then again from 1893 to 1897.
Okay. All right.
He is the only president in U.S. history to serve non-consecutive presidential terms.
Okay, so this is basically a first for Trump in like his generation.
I mean, basically, I should go on Jeopardy.
Yeah, I mean, you would have gotten that right.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know. Gio, you still not sure who you're voting for?
I can't believe these are the 2 choices. Out of all the people, this is what we've come down to.
But they're the best, Gio.
Yeah,
they're the best. 80-something-year-old and a 79-year-old.
You could vote for old raspy voice and Aaron Rodgers.
South Park had it right. The douche or the turd sandwich. Which one do you want?
That's their morning show too, isn't it?
I can't believe this is where we're at again.
Well,
Joe Biden is 81 and Donald Trump is how old?
79.
Yeah, I think he's like 70,
78. I think.
Let's see. He is 77.
Listen, Donald
Spring
Trump,
chicken.
A youth of 77.
Donald Trump is showing up at UFC fights and hanging out with young kids, with the next generation of broadcasters.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden is all looking like the puppet that one guy has from what's his name? God, it would have been so much better if I knew his name. Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
He looks like that old man puppet with the little squinty eyes. Yeah.
So they clinched the nominations. This guy has not clinched anything. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has yet to decide on his running mate for his independent presidential bid, but he does have 2 people in mind. NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers and retired professional wrestler Jesse Ventura.
How does that go? Ring, ring. Hello? Hey, Aaron. You want to be my vice president? And then Aaron Rodgers is like, I mean, I like the whole vaccine thing and stuff, and you're cool, but I still got this football career I'm working on, this Hall of Fame career.
My problem is I don't even think he's talked to these 2. I think he knows them, socially, whatever, but it's not like they accepted this.
Right.
Like, hey, I want you to be my vice president. And this just makes him look crazy.
It does.
Yeah.
It really just shoots himself in the foot.
Well, but here's the thing. He knows he has no chance of winning, and the momentum that he has is because of his talk about the vaccine and because of Fauci and his book about Fauci and all that. And then the only other guy who is on that train, not the only other guy, but one of the other guys who's on that train that is so popular is Aaron Rodgers. So you just say his name because people already are familiar with him and having the same agenda that you do. So, it's all silly, but it's like saying, The Rock is going to be president one day. Never going to happen.
Not that silly.
Listen, that's not that silly.
Never going to happen.
According to a
Steph Curry,
source, Kennedy has been speaking pretty continuously to Rogers over the past month, and the website KennedyRogers.com was registered last week through GoDaddy. Rogers will supposedly be playing for the New York Jets this fall, so who knows whether that's going to work out or not. Democratic National Committee advisor says, quote, "The Three Stooges reunion no one was asking for." Yeah. So as you probably know, Kennedy was a registered Democrat, but last October he made the change to independent.
I'm not saying that there won't be a third-party candidate somewhere. Somebody could do exactly what you just said. Sit up and go, is this the best choice we have? And come forward and create a third-party candidate, which will never win, but will do enough to take one away from the Democrats or from whoever.
It just depends on which way that third party leans, and it just steals votes away from,
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that can't still happen, because there's plenty of people out there that are like, I'm not voting for Biden because he's too old, and I can't vote for Trump because he's crazy, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Well,
I
now
think
you
there's
have
a
an
lot
option.
of people like that.
But also,
I know.
I think a lot of people, not maybe a lot of people, but some people that were like, well, I'm going to vote for Kennedy then because he seems like a viable third choice, and at least I'm not voting for Biden or Trump. He wants who to be his vice president? Okay, I'm not voting for him now. Like, that's ridiculous.
The other thing is that the people who are voting are nuts. Like, I love to watch these videos where they're like, so will you be voting for Trump? Well, Trump's already president. What's that? Trump's he's the president right now. What about Joe Biden? Well, Joe Biden's in there, but Trump's really and those are the people we're asking to vote.
It's not even Joe Biden. It's a person in a mask.
Yeah. Michelle Obama was a guy,
Levante David, one of the most accomplished players in franchise history, is returning for another season in Tampa. David is re-signing with the Buccaneers on a one-year deal with a base value of $9 million.
That's pretty good.
David, who is 34, has spent his entire career with the Bucs since they made him a second-round pick in 2012. In 12 seasons, David has totaled 1,480 tackles, 33 and a half sacks, 12 interceptions, 18 fumble recoveries, 64 pass breakups, and 67 quarterback hits.
Yeah. Well, I like Levante David, and if you could squeeze another year out of him, we'll take it. And at the same time, though, Gio, I saw that your Shaq Barrett merchandise is either going through the roof or tanking.
So he's going to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
But there were rumors before the Bucs were going to try and re-sign him on a smaller deal, but
nope.
Miami got to him first.
Listen, good for Shaq Barrett. Have a second team in his career. And Gio, your memorabilia could be going through the roof right now.
I do have a lot of Shaq.
A lot of Shaq Barrett.
Mike has given me a lot of Shaq Barrett memorabilia over the years.
Because I forgot. What did he get for your birthday this year?
No. I bought him a bottle of bourbon this year for his birthday.
Yeah. He does. That's good.
I mean, Mo gave it to him.
Thank you.
Mo delivered it, but I paid for it.
I mean, Mo gave it to him.
Thank you. It was great. I enjoyed it.
Now we're judging on the delivery method. I'm sorry I didn't go HTML. I just had it delivered in person by a large black man.
Hey, just because Mo works for Drizzly doesn't mean anything.
I got me a second job.
Third.
I just thought of something. Speaking of forgetting things, my anniversary is this month.
Oh.
At what point do we stop doing that?
You don't. I don't think you do.
I already did. I stopped.
Mine's not. My wife's not like the romantic kind when it comes to that kind of stuff. Not romantic. Like if I bought her card, she'd be happy. She's not expecting anything big, but it's 21 years.
21.
25 is like
something good
that's
for now,
silver,
right?
I think.
Yeah, I think
25
so.
is silver.
That's more of a big deal, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I'll wait then.
I think this year is just wood.
Plus, she's getting the wood, buddy.
Ask the guy who's been divorced 3 times.
That's right. I never made it to silver.
Only 2.
21 years is brass.
Oh,
get her a nice saxophone.
Brass, you say.
Mm-hmm. It says brass or nickel.
Oh, I'll just give her a nickel then. Flip it to her. There you go. Happy anniversary. Don't spend it all in one place.
Sure, she'll love that. Speaking of presents, this would be a nice present.
All right.
The Mega Millions jackpot rolled over.
What? You guys didn't win?
No.
I forgot to play. That's why.
Nobody matched. Yeah. So it grows to $792 million.
Nah.
Pretty good.
No? You're still not?
When it starts getting up in the 850, 900, then I may get off the couch and go get a ticket.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
I'll I need to get gas today,
Yeah.
so I'll get one.
Get one.
What are you going to get?
The Mega Millions.
Yeah.
No, that's,
Order it. Hello. Well, can I get you anything?
What's it called?
you have anything on special today?
No.
Welcome to my habit.
Would you like to buy a Mega Million tickets?
I would.
What do you want?
I heard it's at 790 million.
92.
Give me 5 Mega Million quick picks.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
You didn't get the Mega Plier, you moron.
Oh, damn it.
Mm.
So this is, I got to get the Mega Plier too?
Well, the Mega Plier is if you get like 3 numbers, 4 numbers, whatever the Mega Plier is.
Yeah.
If it's 5, then times 5, or whatever. So yeah, you wouldn't do that.
Wasn't Mega Plier
if you just go and get all the numbers, you're fine. you know.
Wasn't Mega Plier the enemy of the Incredibles? Give me the Mega Plier, and I'd like 5 quick pick with the Mega Plier, please.
Can I tell you the easiest way to do it now is they have the vending machines. They have the vending machines. You just put the money in and you hit Mega Millions, and that'll come up. It'll say Mega Millions with Mega Plier, Mega Millions with Mega Plier, and double play. I don't know if they do double play on the power.
Now you're confused.
They do the power play. They do the thing.
All right, I'm in. I'll go to the vending machine, handle it on my own.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Excuse me. 1 second, real quick. Less for Calvin.
I went to the vending machine for the Mega Plier, and somehow I rented Who's the Boss.
You got me. You got me. Right as I tried to stop it and spit right out of my mouth.
Listen to this. If you don't have fears of stuff that's going on, you got a couple of 80-year-olds running for president
Just
and
the
everything
worms?
else. Yeah. A 52-year-old man right here in Florida had migraine headaches.
Oh,
Gio, you have migraines
all
sometimes.
the time.
Turned out to be a tapeworm
Oh,
in his head.
Don't tell me that.
He got it from eating undercooked bacon that went bad,
Oh.
and then had a tapeworm in his head, in his brain.
Did
Yeah,
you just pull it right out of the front of your head?
right out of his
Oh.
eye.
Oh,
I'm
that'd be
I don't
gross.
know, but yeah. Ooh.
Can I tell you something else about that story that grossed me out? You said a 52-year-old man,
Mm-hmm.
and I went, that guy's kind of old. Like, I picture my Uncle Joe.
You.
I'm 52
you.
years
Yeah.
old.
Oh, yeah.
You're old.
I'm my Uncle Joe.
Your shadow is
it,
before
Gio?
you, Michael.
What's that?
He's-
What's
Your shadow is before you now.
what does that mean?
That means the sun is now setting in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Walking into the sunset.
You've lived
It's over
longer than you will live.
Whereas Pete says we're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. It's time to wrap it up.
When Pete gets frustrated, he goes, I'm in the fourth quarter now. I can't deal with this stuff anymore. I go, he's right.
There's no overtime.
There's no overtime.
Well, this will make you feel a little younger. A 60-year-old man, that's older than
That's
you.
way older.
A 60-year-old naked man was
Yeah.
arrested at a clothing optional beach.
Oh, that's where he belongs.
Right, that's where you should be. But he got arrested because he was taking things a little too far.
yeah.
With the sausage,
Put
playing with
his,
his undercooked bacon.
put his hat over his head, and then invited people to investigate him gently.
Hey.
Joe, where were you?
That sounds great.
There is a picture of the gentleman there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yep.
Look at this creep.
I mean, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with that?
Tip of the cap to you, sir.
Why are you on a nude beach?
You're on a nude beach. You're fine. You're on a clothing optional beach.
Right.
That's totally fine.
But why are you
once
there?
you start asking people to investigate you gently,
No. Letting people know they can't investigate him gently.
No, they're not allowed to. You're not
Why?
allowed to because
Yeah.
that's public sex.
Well, no, it's investigation.
You can call it whatever you want. You can say taking drugs that you were, doing science experiments, but it's
All right.
still taking drugs.
What if I had a nickel somewhere on my body and I invite people to search for the nickel?
That may be a different story.
All
But that's
right.
not what he was doing.
Well, he needs a
he was
better game.
He was also right by the path where people come in and children do go to that beach. I don't know.
Okay.
What,
Well, that's now we're dealing with kids. It's a little bit different,
But
but
he just had a sign, right?
yeah, he had a sign that said
He wasn't
"Investigate
saying
me
anything.
gently."
He just put up a sign. Come on over.
I went to college in Miami, and my fraternity guys and I used to go to the beach on the weekend. And we get there really early in the morning because traffic was so bad and it was very popular on the beach. One of the first times I went there, I set up my little beach chair and I fell asleep. It was
Set
10
up your
o'clock in the morning. Put up my sign. And when I opened my eyes, there was a topless woman, I would imagine of some sort of Cuban descent, in front of me. And she had luscious breasts and she was just laying there. And I woke up and I could not rub my eyes hard enough. I couldn't figure out what. you're allowed to go topless on a Miami beach.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it until that day, and nobody seemed to care. When I went to France, people were naked on the beach all over the place. Nobody cared. So in America, the only reason you're going to a full nude beach is to do weird stuff. That's it. You can go topless, and ladies are going topless. They're going in tanning beds and all that if they want to tan their whole body. If you're hanging out on a nude beach, it's because you want to search your body for stuff. You want to investigate.
Especially
gently.
if you're a guy going to a nude
Yeah,
beach.
by yourself.
Yeah, you're looking for some action.
You're looking for some gentle investigation.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, it's a little creepy, but I'm on this guy's side. If he was in the right spot doing it. If you roll up at Clearwater Beach, inviting people to investigate him, then we'd be like, this guy's a creep. But he just went there for where the action's at.
Mm-hmm.
You don't roll up to the mangroves going, what's going on over here? You know why you're there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's still against the law apparently. So he got in trouble. This is for all the servers out there.
He invited people to investigate him. You don't have to accept his invitation. You could politely decline.
Yeah.
I think there's like an unwritten rule about the nudists. It's not supposed to be sexual, right?
Right. Yeah. I just enjoy being
Caliente
my
doesn't
natural
have orgies.
state.
Right. Yeah.
Caliente's not having orgies, right?
Yeah. There's no swingers that go
yeah.
to. Yeah.
He did have a device attached to his junk, and there was a chain.
Are you serious?
Oh, I didn't see that part of it.
Yeah, that's what the document says.
There was a chain attached to his penis?
Yeah, and he was inviting people to tug on it gently.
Gently.
Like an old toilet?
Yeah.
Pull the chain?
Yeah.
Oh, that changes it up.
How long was the chain?
Doesn't say.
Chain.
Carmen, they sell that at the Todd?
They
Probably.
do sell some chains, yes.
Let me find out what you got there.
Okay.
I might just be sitting here during the show playing with the chain.
Maybe I got some clamps over there.
Oh, no.
You know?
That sounds painful.
Clamps for other stuff. This is for all the servers out there. A study found putting emojis next to the suggested tip amounts on restaurant receipts makes us tip more.
Really?
So, yeah, if you have like a neutral face emoji next to 15%, and then you put a smiley face next to the 25%, the suggested tips,
Right.
whatever,
Tells you which one to go to?
average tip rose by 11%. Yeah,
can
so
see
it's like, hey, if you tip 15%, I'm gonna whatever.
Sad.
But 25%, look at me, I'm happy.
Can I tell you a little bit of a heads up, which we've talked about before, but just as it's getting closer? A lot of the times when you order drinks on a cruise, it's already coming with a tip added to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough. Like it'll probably add a 10 or 12% tip or whatever. You may want to throw another $1 on there, but also just make sure you look at your receipt before you start throwing out. If you look at your receipt as $30, you're like, all right, let me put $7 on there just to be cool. You may have already been tipping on top of that.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm making a face because the problem with that I have found is when and I'm all for tipping.
Right.
I tip and I tip a lot. On cruise ships, though, it doesn't help you.
No,
They
they don't look at it.
Like I could leave $20 on one drink and come up to the bar. That guy's still not going to wait on me any faster.
Sometimes they do, though. Because if you find like a bar on the cruise you like with a bartender who's always there, if you tip in the beginning of the cruise, you come back, there's been times where they'll see you out right away and get you a drink.
I have not found that to be the
It's happened to me like once or
tip
twice.
chips in the casino.
Yeah.
And if you give a bartender a couple of chips, they'll keep coming right back to you. Or waiter, rather.
And if you buy the drink package, gratuity is included, so there is no tip line.
Even if you don't, I think gratuities are included.
Right,
at
that's
the end
what
of
I'm saying,
Yeah, you don't have to buy the package. And
Oh,
it'll still,
really?
Yeah.
There is some sort of service charge on there, so pay attention to it while you're on the cruise. Because we're only, 23 days away?
I put a
22
smile
days?
face less than that. I think we're maybe 21 now. Let's see.
It's officially 3 weeks. No, tomorrow will probably be 21.
Yes, it's 22 days. 3 hours, 22 minutes, 19, 18, 17 seconds.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Here is something people were asked what they wanted to be remembered for. You're in the fourth quarter. What do you want to be remembered for? 31% said, well, first I'll ask you guys, what would you like to be remembered for?
Gently pulling my chain.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't know. I don't really care. I'm being honest. Can I be corny but be honest?
Sure.
I want to be a good father. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
But
Listen, that's your kids. Your kids are going to remember you as a good father. I'm
No,
saying
but
like
I will tell
general
you-
public, Mike Calta. Remember that guy? He was.
But let me tell you what it is that one time I was driving and I was listening to Roger and JP and they were talking about their kids, and Monica was talking about people and their kids, and she started talking about me. And she started talking about me and how much I love my kids and what a good father I am. And I was like, this makes me feel better than anything I've ever heard said about me before. So that I was like happy to hear that.
I guess that makes sense that other people see that.
Right.
You go, yeah, he was really a good father. I got to be honest with you. You know, I consider myself a good father. I think my son would say I'm a good father. Really, though, for me, that guy was funny.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know. I have this weird vision of me in radio, whereas I don't care about like a Hall of Fame or any of that stuff. It means nothing. The radio, the sign of success to radio of me is having longevity in the business and making a lot of money. And I don't mean like fancy money. Just being like, the worst part about radio getting into it was you were told it's not good to raise a family if you're in radio because you're constantly moving from different market and radio station, and you're having to pull your kids out of school. And I never wanted that. And the fact that I've been able to start and will most likely end here in Tampa is great for me. It's a very rare occasion in radio that a guy gets to marry a market early on and have the level of success that I've had. However, looking at that, I mean, whatever we've passed and however we've gone longer and better than other shows, in my mind, we're still never as good as Ron and Ron. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we're never as good as Ron and Ron. We'll never have the run that MJ and BJ run, even though we've beat it already.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's just it was before me. So maybe at some point after I'm gone, I'd like people to remember the show and be like, that was the greatest show.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Gio?
Just same way I regard Ron and Ron.
Gio?
Yeah, I'm kind of Mike. If somebody called me a bad father like Joe, that would be that'd be tough to like deal with.
What's the matter with you?
I would not want that to be the case.
Man, that guy could eat a Big Mac.
That guy was always stressed out all the time.
Yeah.
Joe?
I'd like to be remembered for being short.
Nailed it.
Right.
Nailed it.
Carmen?
I'd say just being happy.
Yeah?
In making other
You're
people
never happy.
Yeah,
I hate it here.
Towards you guys. That's a big difference. But no, I think a lot of people just say like I'm happy and my laugh makes them laugh, and I like that.
People do like your laugh.
And that is a great compliment, and I love hearing that. I love hearing when people say, like, I was having a bad day, and I just heard you laugh, like, cracking up, making fun of Mike, and it made my day. And I was like, yeah, it makes my day making fun of him, so.
Well, people were asked what they wanted to be remembered for. 31% said they'd like to be remembered for their creativity as opposed to their intelligence, which was 20% of the people said for their intelligence. 14% said their wealth, and 10% said their humanitarian efforts.
I think it's because I don't really care what other people think about me. Like, I don't really. I mean, Galvin, you are particularly funny, and that's kind of what you do on the show,
right?
So yes, I think that you should be remembered as being funny. I don't care enough what other people think to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard. Like, I don't care if they think I'm intelligent or if they think I'm funny.
deadbeat dad would be the worst.
Deadbeat dad would
for
be
me.
bad. Yeah.
I don't need to just say yeah.
I have no respect for deadbeat dads.
No,
like when you know somebody and you're like, oh, that guy's pretty cool, and then you talk to him and you find out and you're like,
Growing up with a scumbag stepfather, that motivates me a lot.
Yeah. I think I'm being pretty honest when I say that that's what I'd like to be remembered for in my circle of people.
Yeah.
You know, I never, I don't know. I want my kids, and I believe that they are, to be happy. I want them to grow up and be like, he was a good dad.
Mm-hmm.
And because you hear so many other people complain about what dicks their parents were.
It's so funny. I remember growing up and people would be like, oh, my parents, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, my parents are awesome.
Yeah.
Like my parents, we had everything we wanted.
And you were good kids.
Yeah. But also my parents were smart about that. You know, obviously I was the youngest of 4 boys, so they kind of learned by the time I came around what to do. But my parents would go, if you're going to be out late, call us.
Yeah.
And don't drive with anybody drunk. We'll come and get you, whatever. And it was like, all right, easy. And, if I was staying out late, I'd call and be like, hey, can I stay out until 2? All right, yeah.
Joey's on spring break this week. So last night he texted me and he went to Clearwater to stay at the condo.
Yeah.
And he said, he goes, is it okay if a couple of girls come over for a little while?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yeah, no problem. And I said, don't be loud because they're very serious about sound over there. You don't want to disturb the other neighbors. And I said, so if you're playing music, don't play it with the doors open or anything. He's like, okay, fine. I thought he was staying at the condo. He meant, can I bring some people back to the house?
Oh.
And I was already sleeping. It was like 10 o'clock. God, I wish to God I had a camera. I was dead asleep, and I heard the bedroom door open, and I woke up with an uppercut.
No.
I woke up. I saw Joey.
What do you got?
I heard the door open, and I woke up swinging, and Joey took a step back, and he just started laughing at me. I woke up like I was going to fight him. I just woke up, and there was a man standing there.
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
Sure.
Where were the girls?
Yeah, they were downstairs, I think.
Some sad news. You know Baby Gap?
Baby. Oh, yeah. Where I buy my tank tops?
No. Baby Gap from the Gap Band.
Oh.
Anthony Walker, famously known as Baby Gap, has died. The singer and musician passed away at an Ohio hospital last Monday after he had experienced complications from a neck surgery that he was undergoing. He was only 60 years old.
This, not the number one song for the Gap Band.
I would say number one.
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
It's a shame.
It's Gap
Old.
Band. Yeah.
Let
Good,
me.
though.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
liked it. Don't get me wrong. But I've never heard that before.
Wow. Makes you feel really old. Admit, not that song in particular, but just when there's songs that you don't know.
By the way, I was going to say, that song only came out in 82. Carmen, when were you born?
91.
Ooh. I mean, you could really date girls that were born in 2000, though.
Yeah.
Chad wasn't even born when that song came out.
Oh. How old is Chad?
Well, no wonder he has no eyebrows. He's only a kid.
He's a baby.
No.
He's a baby.
He's a baby.
How old is Chad?
He's gonna be 30. He's gonna be 40 this year. He's 39 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just the 1 year, but he wasn't.
So he's like he's like third quarter.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're having a party?
For his birthday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I gotta figure it out. I figured just take him on some amazing golf trip, but that is
Yay.
very expensive.
Yay.
So I think maybe a party with you guys will
Yeah.
suffice.
Chad. Yeah. Golf is so dumb.
Listen, but he loves golfing, and that's what his friends love doing. And this year, he's not able to go on the guys' golf trip.
You
which
won't let
kind
him
of
go?
No, he just can't. Like you said, just money's tight right now, and that's just not
J-Ro
the
going?
expense. No, it's his other buddies from Canada.
Oh.
But
Canada. Where does
yeah.
Canada fit into this?
Chad's Canadian?
Nope. His first roommate in college
Oh.
was Canadian,
All right.
and so yeah, they get together.
Plus, he can't be going anywhere. He's got football season coming up.
Well, yes, but his birthday is in the month where they can't practice in the state of Florida, because I guess in the summer.
July.
Yeah, I guess. His birthday's in June, but I guess in the state of Florida they can't practice in the summer
Too hot.
during certain times. Yeah, so he'll have a few months free. So I mean, even if we don't do something right on his birthday, we'll have free time around that time.
Okay.
So I just got to figure it out what to do. But like I said, the money is.
You know what to do. Butt stuff.
Oh.
No, I do that regularly.
Oh,
so.
all right. Yeah. I love that.
You dropped a bomb on me.
Wait, no.
Baby. So we go from Baby Gap died. This guy not doing too well. Mets and Yankees legend Darryl Strawberry is recovering after suffering a heart attack on Monday.
Cocaine.
Oh, man. It's a hell of a
A lot
drug.
of drugs, man. A lot of drugs in Daryl's day. But Daryl, I don't know. By all accounts, seems to be in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you can't do all those drugs and expect to live a healthy, long life afterwards. There's
Yeah.
going to be some difficulties.
But then you look at people like Mick Jagger and other rock and rollers that, they're up in their 80s and they're looking good and still, touring and stuff like that. Like,
It's true. You never know.
it really just depends.
Yeah.
Can I
What-
tell you, Darryl Strawberry is one of those guys where we don't know each other, but I obviously know him because he's Darryl Strawberry, and then he knows me from just being in Tampa. So he looks at me, and when we see each other, I'm not going to bother him. But he's always like, "Hey, how's it going?" I go, "Hey, Darryl Strawberry just said hello to me," but I know he doesn't know. It must bother him. He's like, "I know this guy from somewhere, but he doesn't know where."
Or maybe he's just a nice guy and he just always says hi to people.
Maybe. They just showed Meghan Markle on TV.
Uh-huh.
I like black Meghan Markle better than white Meghan Markle.
Yeah?
Yeah, they just showed her. She looks very white when she's next to her pasty husband, and I don't find her nearly as attractive as the mostly black one from Suits.
But that's because she's around mostly white people on Suits.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's so pretty.
Yeah.
And I forget that she was on Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
That's quite the jump.
She was one of the case girls.
Wasn't even my favorite.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a favorite.
Do you see where they mashed that all up? Survivor and Deal or No Deal, and
With Joe Manganiello.
Yeah,
That's a weird combination.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
No.
They're just like, I don't know, just start putting.
You're on the
game shows
island.
together.
You won. Open a briefcase.
Yeah.
Now a guy's going to come out in costume and sing to you. Guess who he is?
Yeah. How about this? UFC Hall of Famer Mark Coleman is hospitalized after saving his parents from a house fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hero.
Going in there, doing the fireman carry on both his parents.
Did you hear about his dog?
No.
He tried to go back in for the dog, and the dog didn't make it.
The dog can't get on its own. My dog will run from everything.
No, I was reading the story. He went back in for the dog.
Yeah, but they may have had the dog in a crate. They may have had the dog in a room that it couldn't get out of or something.
Yeah, that's sad. So you run in, you save
My
one of your
dog.
parents. Well, all right,
Oh.
you save a dog.
I don't.
You run
Jenny,
in,
get out on your own.
like Galvin. You run in, you save one of your parents. Then the flame goes even higher, and you have to run back in there.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going in for my dog, no matter what.
Your dog. I'm talking about parents.
Oh.
You only have to
Yes,
save your mom.
I'm saving my parents. My dog is getting out. My dog's getting out on. They're both of the dog. My dogs are getting out on their own. It's funny that you say that about Jenny. There's a fire. Whatever. Do you know how many times I ask her? I go, "Who loves me more, you or Vader?" And she goes, "Me." And I go, "I don't think so." I go, "You don't follow me every room." But I go, "Who do I love more?" And she goes, "Oh, Vader." And I go, "Okay."
Oh my God.
Honestly, my dog treats me different than everybody else in the house. Like, she's nice to everybody and she loves it, but
You're the alpha.
She comes over and she puts her head on my and she's like, "Come on, give me some love."
Yeah.
I can't move from one room to the other without her being up my ass.
My dog is on top of me, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's the way to be.
A little much.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Have you seen, this ties into Portnoy, Dave Portnoy in town doing a bunch of pizza reviews. Do you see the pizza review he did the other day?
he did
I saw
Joey-
a couple of them. I saw Joey Brooklyn's.
Yeah.
Joey Brooklyn's.
Not good.
Not good.
But the problem with Joey Brooklyn's is exactly what he said. If it's open late, it's usually not that great.
Right.
Now, do we eat Joey Brooklyn's pizza and love it when we eat it? Yeah, it's good, and especially when you're buying it at 10 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I get it. You're not getting the staff that you're getting to work a normal hour at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I got to tell you. So, obviously he's doing reviews of what he likes, and he even says what he likes. Like whenever they have like a certain style of pizza, he's
Right.
like, I don't really like that. He likes the New Haven.
Yeah.
He likes the thin crust. He
Crispy.
likes it well done. I got to tell you, I want to try New Haven pizza because that is what I love. That's what I love is the crispy. I like it well done. Kind of the orange brown cheese on top.
If anything, there's two things. One, they made everybody this week step up their pizza game.
Yeah.
Everybody is overworking at the pizza places in case he pops in. And so far, the only pizza place that made me want to go, I got to go there for lunch today, is Santoro's. Santoro's has made me start following them on social media. They make me want to find out where they are and go there. They've done a great job at absorbing him being in town.
Mm-hmm.
He does not like St. Petersburg.
No, he doesn't.
Or Tampa.
Yeah, he said
He's right.
He goes, I can't get a feel for it yet.
Yeah.
He goes, but I don't like it.
He's right about, Tampa doesn't really exist. Where is Tampa?
Yeah. It's weird.
Spread
You,
out.
you can go to Riverwalk, but you're not getting pizza there. You're not getting anything there. You can go to Ybor City if you want to go to nightclubs and stuff. You can go downtown if you want to go to work. Like, there's not a one spot where you go Tampa.
It's so spread out as like the Tampa Bay area that it's not like.
And by the way, I
cities.
love it here.
Yeah.
I love it here. And I'm just saying, for an outsider, I'm surprised he doesn't like downtown St. Pete. That's a pretty developed area for a downtown.
Yeah.
Like it's residential, it's business, it's bars, it's a water, it's what you want.
I watched that video. I don't even know. He goes, I don't know what the hell's going on down here.
Yeah.
He's like, there's like bars everywhere, and I don't know if this is where you hang out.
But that's like most downtowns,
Yeah.
it looks like,
But the reason I brought him up was, so he's in town. He's doing pizza reviews and doing that stuff. But have you seen Miss Peaches that he saved?
I've seen her, yeah.
Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah.
Which was a hoarding thing in Atlanta, and they saved like 62 dogs, and he went and got her living her best life now,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
crazy. Yeah.
He again, we need to point out the most magnificent thing about Dave Portnoy is we should hate him.
Yeah, on paper we should absolutely
hate him.
Yeah, Boston, just everything
Annoying,
about him. Yeah,
angry,
bragging
skinny.
about his money.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's cool, and he does so many good things for people.
Do you see the review, the Joey review, whatever, and that guy that comes up and talks to him, and then he takes a slice and he gives it a 7. And he goes, "Yeah, amateur review." You have no idea. And then he comes back and is asking him questions and stuff, and then he's like, "Can you cut that out of the thing?" And he goes, "You want me to edit the video?" And he goes, it says whatever the guy's name is. He goes, "Edit him out." And he goes, "Is that weird?" And he goes, "This is more weird than you're asking." And he goes, "Okay, leave it in." He goes, "All right, leave it in." It was just a weird situation.
Yeah, I think it's good that he's here. I think it brings attention to the area. I'd like to know what his top pizza place is in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, the best one was the guy who told him to get off the front.
Oh, it's so great.
Off the front steps or whatever. And he goes, "You don't tell me what to do. You got to get a bigger shirt.
Yeah.
It's too small of a shirt."
The guy that comes out of the pizza place goes, "Let me be clear. Get the hell out of here." And Portnoy goes, "Let me be clear. F you."
Yeah. That guy was such a dope. It was so weird.
Is he driving down business?
No, he's
Right.
helping.
No.
You
But
remember
I mean, like, even if he comes out, he goes, 3.4. Okay, we already got a clientele.
But
Yeah.
also during COVID and stuff, he was giving money to small businesses and making,
He said he raised $50 million.
Keeping them afloat, basically.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying, like, if I walk by Joey Brooklyn's, am I now going to go? Well, I can't eat there.
Yeah.
Portnoy only
No.
gave it a 5.9.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
a
still
lot of
eating
people,
pizza.
a lot of people use that One Bite Pizza app,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people rate the stuff as they go.
Yeah,
And
rate it.
It'll show like the user's rating, and then it shows Portnoy's rating next to it.
Listen, it's been said a million times. Pizzas are a lot like BJ's. They're always still pretty good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Thank you.
Jake Lloyd. Do you know who Jake Lloyd is?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
I've met Jake Lloyd before, and he was a little dickhead.
Well,
Anakin
child,
Skywalker.
Yeah, the child actor who played young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is in a mental health facility after suffering a psychotic break last year. His mother says he's doing well.
I interviewed him at Disney before the Star Wars land and all that stuff. He was still like a kid. He was like a teenager, and he was such a dick. They were rolling out the red carpet for everybody. Can only imagine what they were doing for him. I interviewed him and the guy who played the original Boba Fett, and the guy Jake Lloyd was such a dick that the Boba Fett guy was like taken back. He was like, "I can't still believe that people are this interested in the movie. It's just a movie," and and I'm like, "Okay, but it's the best thing that's ever going to happen to you in your life. You might as well enjoy it while it's here." But clearly, the kid wasn't all there.
People that do that about movies, like they had the one girl that was playing something, and she just was bad mouthing the thing the whole time, and they're like, "This girl's an idiot." I forget what it's some movie, Disney movie. I forget what it was. She was playing like the lead thing.
So there's you talking about the one from iCarly? The girl, the second lead in iCarly is the one that wouldn't go back to the reunion and hated the show and all that.
No. It was a Disney movie, like a big character. Sleeping Beauty, I think it was.
Oh,
Okay.
you're talking about
Yeah.
Snow White.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "What is this? Why is she being so bitchy about
Yeah.
and the men and he has to kiss her." And
They've canceled that now. I don't think it's going to happen.
yeah, because she was so bad. But then also now that Dakota Fanning, that the Spider Woman, the whatever,
Madam Web.
Web tanked, and she's been making fun of it and how
Yeah.
bad it was and everything. And they're like, "Hey, dum dum, that's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You don't sit there and talk bad about movies that you're in because they did poorly and stuff. People aren't going to want to work with you if you do that kind of stuff."
The other thing is, remember that little fat kid from 2.5 Men?
Yeah.
He started destroying the show, but
Oh, yeah.
also he was a millionaire, multi-millionaire by the
yeah.
time he was like 9. So
Yeah.
he's like, I don't care if I ever work again. This is the dumbest show I've ever been on.
And he probably won't. And
No.
I don't even think he wants to. I
No,
think
I don't
he's
think he
like
wants to, yeah.
done with Hollywood. I take all the money and split. Speaking of movies, Nev Campbell is returning as Sidney Prescott
Oh, boy.
in Scream
6?
6,
8.
8. Carmen?
7?
7?
12.
Carmen's right. Scream 7. The writer of the original, Kevin Williamson, is also on board as the director. Nev skipped part 6 because she thought they weren't paying her enough, so she screamed out of there and said no.
So did Robert Duvall in Godfather 3. And then he's just dead now.
Yeah.
So they just write you off.
And they got what's his name? George Hamilton, right?
Yeah. George Hamilton somehow worked his way into the Corleone family.
Weird. So many people say how much they hate the Beyonce country song.
I love it.
I don't care. I'm not hearing it, so I don't care. But if you hate it, got some bad news for you. It looks like Beyonce is going all in on country. She shared the title of her next album is Act 2, Cowboy Carter, and it comes out on the 29th.
Dolly Parton said yesterday she believes that she recorded a version of Jolene for the album.
Yeah.
I love it. Who doesn't want to? I'm in the car and I'm like, I don't understand why it makes people mad.
Who knows?
Go watch the video of Joe dancing to the song.
Beautiful.
And it will not make you mad anymore.
That's right.
Good job, Joe.
Thank you, Michael.
I think people just want to be mad about something.
Yeah.
And that she's changing genres, and
It's not like Dolly Parton doing a rock and roll song. I mean, it's a legitimate song.
rock and roll, rock and roll. Hey, everybody, is rock and roll.
I wouldn't necessarily call this country, even though she's recording a country album. It's still Beyonce music, just with a little twang to it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you often wonder how much directors make? Like, if the movie does really well, does the director get more? Like, how does that work out?
I assume a good director cuts a deal in which they will get a percentage of the profit.
Back
Sure.
end and stuff. Well, Christopher Nolan's final payday for Oppenheimer is how much? How much do you think he got? Oppenheimer getting all the
I think
awards.
A movie like Oppenheimer that's got all this ensemble cast, the director probably gets a very low salary and then a big back end deal.
Well, his final payday is how much? How much do you think
$1 million.
it is? $1 million.
Yes.
That's it?
For the director of Oppenheimer?
No. 40 million.
I'm going 50.
I don't need everybody to be mad at me.
I just wait.
I mean, everybody's yelling at me like I'm negotiating. No,
Christopher Nolan.
What I'm saying is that Christopher Nolan would get a $1 million to direct Oppenheimer, but a 20% cut on the profits.
So what do you think his
Like,
final
all in?
pay?
Okay,
yeah.
so I would say clear a $30-40 million.
Okay. And
Like much like the actors at the end will get paid the same.
Gio?
I said 50.
50. Carmen, what'd you say?
I said 50.
Joe?
I'd go 60.
$100 million.
Yeah.
100.
Is that
Not
with
bad.
an Academy Award bonus and all that stuff?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
get
but-
bonuses for the Oscar?
I would
Sure,
imagine.
winning,
sure
yeah.
sometimes you do. Yeah, if they're making a movie with the intent on trying to win an Oscar, sure. That's because that's good for the studio, from
Yeah.
the studio that brought you Oppenheimer.
And Christopher Nolan is one of the biggest directors ever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, to think of all the different hits that he's had and stuff. And how much does he have to do with Oppenheimer? Did he write any of that, or
I
who's
have no
the?
idea.
I'm gonna see who the writer
It was the most boring movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
couldn't get. I watched 15 minutes maybe, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is boring."
I didn't love it at
written,
all.
directed, and co-produced by Christopher
Okay,
Nolan.
so
so he
he's
wrote
got
it.
a whole lot there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. They may have deserved all the awards in the world, but I didn't love it at all.
Carmen, Cillian Murphy, attractive.
By the
or-
way, Cillian Murphy.
is it Cillian?
I didn't know. I mean, it looks like it'd be a Cillian, but it's Cillian.
Yes.
Attractive or creepy is all get out.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
But
weird looking,
Oppenheimer,
man.
creepy. Old movies. He looks very much like Robbie Benson, where you can't tell if he's retarded or not.
But he's got like those weird cheekbones and the
Yeah.
sunken in eyes and
Yeah, but he's too skinny. If he had a little bit of substance to him, he probably would look more normal.
He kind of looks like Matt Rife to me. Like,
yeah,
that could
yeah,
be like
he's got that fake weird look to it.
Yeah.
And it all depends on his haircut. Like if you go, like he does not keep his hair the same, and sometimes it's long and it looks like he's a serial killer, and then other times it's short, and then I mean it's really all about the hair with him.
If you're making a serial killer movie, he should be in it.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm with you on there.
Yeah.
They, you see that Pierce Brosnan wants him to be the next James Bond.
Was that who he said?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't
No,
think
he's
so.
not
No.
handsome enough.
He's not
Too old too.
Plus, he's not like cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't seem cool. to
No.
me. Like James Bond has to be cool.
Like Timothy Dalton was not cool.
This already sounds funny to me. This sounds like a good idea and a good placement of the actor. Owen Wilson will play a former golf pro who needs to get his life back together in a comedy series for
That's
Apple,
pretty good.
Apple TV.
I
yeah.
can see that.
There was two golf movies. You know the one with Sonny Crockett. What was that movie? Tin Cup.
Tin Cup.
Cup.
Yeah, great.
And then there's the one with and Kevin Costner and all that. But then there was one on HBO with Randy Quaid that was really good. So a good golfer, a good drinking, getting myself back in the PGA movie is always good.
And him with kind of long, scraggly hair and say, I need to get my stuff together.
Yeah.
I need to get my putt back. How about this? Yeah, you stupid old jerk. Neil Young has returned to Spotify.
Oh, what happened?
Ending his boycott over them carrying Joe Rogan, the evil Joe Rogan podcast. You old crotchety son of a bitch. Neil Young is such a moron, and I got to tell you, Howard Stern talking to him about that made him look like an old moron too.
Yeah,
those two talking about you're a hero. Ugh, shut up.
Yeah, well, that's Howard's longtime favorite.
I know, but that's so gross.
See, now that's my thing. I love Eddie Vedder. Wouldn't agree politically on a thing with him.
Yeah.
Right? And if he sat here, I couldn't be like, yeah, you're right. We should have gun control. I would never do that.
No. The Violent Femmes are going to play their first 2 albums in full on spring tour this year. They're not going to be anywhere around here. I like Violent Femmes.
I get 2 songs.
No. Well, yes, 2 songs that you know.
Knows, yeah.
Come on,
but
Dad, give me the car.
What?
Give me the car keys.
I was very into Violent Femmes in high school. Like The Blind Leading the Naked is such a great album.
Can I play any of this, or is this all going to get me in trouble?
There's some swears and some of the stuff.
Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know the rest of them. I don't know. Kiss Off is their next one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but it goes. Blister in the Sun is 253,000, and then Kiss Off is next with 30,000, and then it significantly drops off after that.
Yeah. But they do have good songs, just because they don't have.
Yeah, they're a good punk band.
Yeah.
Like they're a good band to go see and fun. But you got to also remember they're 60 now.
Oh yeah,
You know what
they're
I mean?
old and they look like, if you look them up now, you go, that's what they look
Yeah,
like.
yeah, exactly.
Add It Up is a great one.
I Added Up's a great song. I was watching 311 the other day.
Yeah,
They
doing
did
the Tiny Desk
concert.
Yeah,
and they sounded great.
but they look like
They
they're
look old.
Yeah.
That one guy is so handsome and yet so old at the same time. And they sounded great, but it's hard to look at these old men doing surf songs, you know?
So, Carmen, it's funny. We played the Gap Band, and that's from 1982. You don't know this because your age and what you came up with, but me and Mike and Joe know, and Gio, you probably don't even know this. When you had no idea what the bands look like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Had no idea what the bands look
I
like.
mean, no internet.
Yeah.
Right, like you
until
had to buy
video.
the album.
That's why, like, when MTV came around and you could see the bands and, like, especially, like, Headbangers Ball and stuff, you see all these metal bands that you never had any idea what they looked like.
But I remember listening to ELO and listening to these different bands.
Yeah.
Had no idea. And so many of those bands would not make it nowadays. Because they'd be like, nope, too ugly.
Ooh, can I tell you something else I thought of? Remember how this morning I came in and once again told you that you were way ahead of your time on Suits?
Yeah.
I have been long against ELO getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah? Did
I
you
was
listen?
wrong.
Yeah, break it down. Listen to it.
I mean, not only is it good, but there's way more songs than I thought.
Yeah.
And once you get past it, you're like, oh, yeah. And then they do have a little bit of a style that was relatively new for them.
Sure.
I take it back, ELO.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who knows when I made a mistake.
ELO's got a lot of good stuff. And Jeff Lynne, a great producer.
Yes.
You know, so so Violent Femmes going on tour. They're going to be doing the first 2 albums in full, and then Gio, this may be right up your alley. Newfound Glory. Did you like them?
I
they're
like
right.
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory. They're going to celebrate the 20th anniversary of their Catalyst album. They're going to be over. They're actually kicking off their tour over in Orlando at the House of Blues, which is a great venue, on the 16th of August.
Newfound Glory, great live.
Yeah.
Good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and also younger to be doing that kind of music than the Violent Femmes. To be
Yes.
doing like a little ska-ish
Even those
rock.
guys are getting old now, though.
I know, but
Been
it's a
around
little
for a while.
less silly than
Yeah.
the Violent Femmes doing it.
So the other day we announced the big Slash Serpent Festival tour that's
Yes.
going to be over at the Sound with Robert Randolph band is going to, or Robert Randolph is going to be with them, a couple other artists. So we were like, well, what is Serpent? Because it's S period, E period, R period. You go through the whole thing. We didn't know what Serpent was.
If you start slowly, I'll fill in the rest of the words.
No, you won't.
I might. You never know. I'm pretty smart.
S.
Slash.
No.
Super.
No.
Okay.
Some.
No.
Silly.
No.
Slick.
No.
Spider.
No.
Slappy.
No.
Serendipity.
No.
Slytherin.
Samsonite.
Slytherin.
Solidarity.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Expected.
No.
I'm sorry. I meant Solidarity. Enterprise.
No.
Wait, let me finish. Solidarity entering.
No.
Solidary entertainment.
Nope.
Solidarity experience.
Nope.
Exceptional.
Nope.
Eating.
No.
Evolution.
Slytherin.
Solidarity.
Enema.
Engagement.
Okay.
Restore.
Store.
Equality.
Penis. Equality.
In. N. Like Guns N' Roses. N.
And
Titties.
Tolerance.
Oh.
what about the P?
Boo.
Say it all together now.
No P.
Say it again. What
There's
is
no
it?
P.
Serpent? Oh.
But it's SERPENT. They don't have a P.
Oh.
They don't really have an N either.
N.
And
Yeah.
say it again.
Solidarity.
Yeah.
Engagement. Restore. Equality. Tolerance.
No.
You can't skip a letter.
I think you're making this up. Where are you getting this from?
I cracked it.
Wait.
Cracked the code.
All right.
Yeah, no P.
Still not going.
All right. And then finally in news, an online forum asked, what is badly named and what's a better name for it? Is there an item that you see that you're like, that's a terrible name for that?
Yeah.
I will tell you, I don't understand to this day, and I love the lightning. I don't understand why he's not a lightning bug. Why is he Thunderbug? There are actually lightning bugs. There is no such thing as a
They used to play
Thunderbug.
in the Thunderdome. They used to play in the
Okay.
Thunderdome.
But he is a lightning bug.
Yeah.
And
Right.
His name is Thunderbug.
Right, but shouldn't his name
I thought
be
he was a ladybug.
No.
Wait, don't get mad at me.
Ladybugs are red.
Yeah, I thought he was a ladybug.
No,
so
no.
he was wearing a jersey.
Yellow.
on.
And you're saying you thought he was a ladybug.
Yeah,
That's-
ladybugs can be men.
That's
Identify
sexist.
everyone.
You guys are real transphobic.
I mean, he's a lightning bug, the lightning.
Right. And he
I
is
don't.
a,
Get, I don't. I think he's a ladybug.
You're not a
but
true
he's
fan.
not. You're wrong. You can think that, but you're wrong.
How do you know?
Because ladybugs are red with spots on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's wearing a jersey all the
yellow.
time. You
But
don't
he's
know.
wearing black. And
You've
he's
never
got the
seen him
yellow,
naked?
He's got the yellow tail. That's the lightning bug.
His
Yeah.
face is yellow.
Yeah.
All right. So I was wrong.
Yeah.
So he is a lightning bug. So why isn't he called lightning bug? He's Thunderbug, but it's because they used to play in the Thunderdome.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's still.
They brought in all the aspects of nature when it
Well,
comes
not
to
all-
Florida teams.
And not all lightning bugs would be called lightning bugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're all humans, but we have different names.
I know.
Right.
Okay, so it's Steve.
Yeah.
Well, Thunder is much better than Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, his last name's Bug.
Yeah.
Well, my last name's not human.
You don't know.
No, I do. Well, anyways, so what is something that's badly named, poorly named, and what's a better name for it?
Well, like Spork is the best name. It's a spoon and a fork.
You got it.
Right.
You nailed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spork's a good name.
Yes.
I want bad names.
Chopsticks. They don't chop
No.
at all. There are sticks.
So what would they be called? What's a better name for
food
chopsticks?
sticks?
Grab sticks.
Pin sticks. You're not really grabbing anything.
Yeah, you're grabbing the food and putting it in your
You're
mouth.
pinching the food.
Meat sticks.
Well, it's not just meat.
Sushi sticks.
I like that.
You can eat it with,
sushi
but
sticks.
they.
I know, but you
Wait,
get
so
the
you're
general
not-
consensus.
I like get up sticks.
I'll give you a good example. I thought this one was good.
All right.
Dentures. Bad name. Bad name.
Yeah.
Should be called substitutes.
no.
Substitutes.
That's brilliant.
Right?
That's brilliant.
That was great. Another one. When a woman is giving birth, contractions should be called birthquakes.
These I gotta write. These are gonna be the best dad jokes when I go home tonight.
These are good. Any bacon alternative? Any bacon that's like?
Oh, I already got it. I already got it.
What?
Faking.
Faking. Yeah. Should be called faking.
Faking.
This is one that always
Like they
stood
have Ferky.
Yeah. This is one that is always sold out. Iceland should be called Greenland, and Greenland should be called Iceland.
Proctologists should be called astronauts.
But then, yeah. Jet skis. Jet skis, bad name. What's a better name?
Water skis?
No?
No.
Any guesses?
No.
Jet skis should be called motorcycles.
These are great.
Donuts, sugar bagels.
Okay. I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milk should not be called milk.
Cow juice?
Cow juice is good. Anybody else? Cereal sauce.
That's good.
A couch should be called a human shelf.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on this one. Hemorrhoids should be hemorrhoids. They should be called asteroids.
Asteroids, yeah.
It makes total sense. And this may be my favorite one. Olives. What's a better name for olives?
Little green cups.
Little green cups.
Tree beans.
Salty balls.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Think of where they come from. Where are the best olives from?
Ranches, vines, where are they coming from?
No, like what country?
Greek
Right?
balls.
Greek balls?
Greek nipples? No,
Yeah.
no, what?
Olives should be called Grease's Pieces.
Dude, my favorite's Birthquakes.
I love the substitutes.
Substitutes is good too.
Is that like why do you drive on a parkway and park in a driveway?
That was one. Yeah, that's one that's in there for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Substitutes is funny.
Motorcycle.
Bacon.
Yeah. Cereal sauce. I like it. So
Good.
there you go. That is it for news.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break. Carmen,
Yes.
will you let my number one best friend Bobby Kelly know that we got to take a break, and that we will talk to him when we come back?
Oh man.
Oh, I'll
He's
tell
late.
him. I'll
It's
tell him.
like checking in the voicemail.
Okay.
Pick it up real quick.
I gotcha.
Bob.
I heard you.
Wah, wah.
Don't be mad at me. I don't want to. I don't want to have to rush. I'd like to spend some quality time with you.
It was a joke. I was kidding. Oh my God, you're like my wife. I was kidding.
Your aggressiveness
Mad?
in our friendship makes me believe that sometimes you
Oh
would be mad.
God, you sound like a woman.
It's gonna be a little while, Bob. We got open letter when we come back.
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of other
How's
stuff.
8:30, Bob?
Yeah, we're gonna push it back.
Got bumped.
I woke up. No, okay, it's fine. 8:30, fine.
No. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do open letter, and we'll go right into Bob.
Mhm.
All right?
Well, I'll call back because I love hearing open letter. That's my favorite.
All
So,
5 minutes.
all right, whatever you want.
5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes. All
Thanks.
right, God bless.
Hey, I like this guy. I
Yeah.
like this guy. He's
Yeah.
agreeable,
It's nice.
happy. He's got great lips. His head's shiny.
Can I say something? When you compliment somebody by also not complimenting them, saying there was something before, it doesn't make the compliment feel good.
I like this guy, not that miserable prick we normally deal with.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gal.
Listen, we
Thank-
did a lot of time
exactly.
talking about, the new Bobby this morning, how good you look and how happy you are now. So it's all
It was
good.
the same thing as fat compliments. It's like, dude, you look so much better than you did. Well, okay, thank you for calling me Jabba the Hutt in the same sense as you said that I look good.
Very sensitive this morning. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back 5 minutes till number one best friend time.
I didn't use the word aggressive to another man, so whatever.
You've used that before. Don't be so aggressive. I heard you said when you were younger. All right, we'll call you. We'll talk to you in a couple minutes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
See you,
Bob.
buddy.
We will take a break. We'll get some commercials out, and then when we come back, we'll do the brand new open letter, and then we'll roll into Bobby Kelly, who is in town this weekend at Side Splitters, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You will not be able to get tickets if you wait until the weekend. I will be most likely at all shows. Maybe I will miss Saturday's show because Tom Segura is also in town.
Wow.
One show out of
I mean-
5 shows.
Wow, tell us
He's
about
already
it.
told you, yeah.
Tell us about it.
I mean, sometimes you guys can be on my side too. You know? I'm just saying.
Listen, I absolutely think you should be able to go see Tom Segura. I'm
Thank
saying
you.
Bobby's going to be upset. That's all I'm
okay,
pointing
but
out. I'm
maybe you could say, Bob, you're being ridiculous. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, I know that's never going to work out in my favor. We'll talk to Bobby and a new open letter next on 102.5 The Bone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to my number one best friend, Bobby Kelly, time to check in with Galvin. He's got a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to gangs. Dear gangs, seriously? So currently, a gang has taken over Haiti, and the leader of that gang is named Barbecue. Now, there are some arguments over how he got said nickname. Some say it's because he's a cannibal that sets his victims on fire and then eats them. Terrifying. He says it's because his mother was a fried chicken street vendor. Adorable. If you're the leader of a gang and you want to keep your victims and other gang members in check, may I suggest you go with the psycho that cooks and eat people story. That's the better story. Or to put it in terms that barbecue would understand, winner, winner, human dinner. If you're a gang and you want to be perceived as a threat, scary, or unpredictable, and since you're part of a gang, people will think, this guy is a lunatic, and there's a bunch more just like him. Gangs that have a bunch of kids with AK-47s, that scares me. Gangs that have a certain color that you can or can't wear, or they ask you a question, and if you don't answer right, they'll kill you, that scares me. In the movie The Warriors, the Baseball Furies, they scared me. The baseball uniform's a little dumb, but when you add face paint and a baseball bat, get me out of here. You know what is a bad look for a gang? If you sing or dance. Once you're a jet, you're a jet. Oh, stab, stab, stab. Don't come at me with your golden pipes and your Fred Astaire dance moves. I think we can all agree that Usher ain't taking over Haiti. No one is scared of a gang of Adam Levines coming down the street at them. Maroon 5 is taking over the United States. How did this happen? Well, sir, they have moves like Jagger. Our firearms were useless against them. The general says, I never thought it would come to this. Walks over, inserts a key, turns it, and then smashes a big red button that reads, Backstreet Boys. Nobody is scared of that scenario. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to gangs.
I'm afraid of gangs.
Yeah?
Not afraid of the Backstreet Boys gang.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't. The gangs are mostly motorcycle gangs because that's what I learned when I was a kid. Once a motorcycle gang rolls into town, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm talking about Knight Rider, Fall Guy, any of those shows.
Guys get thrown out of a plate glass window
Yes.
on the sidewalk
Yes.
every time.
Now you just can't leave.
I grew up outside of Chicago, and in high school I took criminal justice, and I remember we had a guy come in that was telling us all about the different gangs and different stuff, and they ask you questions, and you have to be able to answer, and if you don't know, they'll either kill you or beat you down or do whatever. Yeah, it's like, ooh.
You ever have the kid in school? This is when I worked with my old show. I had we were talking about this, like when school shootings first started to become a thing, mostly it was Columbine. I said, we all know the kid in your school who you think is going to be the school shooter. And if not, you're that kid. So we went around the room and I was like, who's your guy? Who's your guy? And I'm like, my guy is John Silvers. And I remember his phone number. And we just called him up live on the air.
Right.
And turns out he's led a very close life. Like he was one step away from being a school shooter, and then he's on disability. You know what I mean? And then he's dead. And it just probably what you expected was going to happen to him in his lifetime.
Right.
And why was I telling you about John Silvers? I don't even remember how that came up. But anyway,
gangs.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just that you know who that one person is when you're younger, and I don't know. I just can't. When no gang, no organized gang like that now. I'm not messing with any of them, even if it's the Baseball Furies or the Wongs.
I'm not messing with barbecue.
Don't mess with the
I can
Wongs.
tell you that.
Or barbecue. Anybody that's willing to eat you, because they don't care about they'll go to jail. They don't care about their lives.
He's in charge of Haiti now.
Yeah.
And he's
take over.
leading
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Where's Bobby Kelly? Did he call back?
Yes, he's on the hotline. I texted you that.
Oh, you did. I know that was from before. Where I can't pick up the hotline, Carmen. Can you do it for me?
Yeah, of course.
Hi, Bob.
You guys forgot about gay gangs.
Who's a gay gang?
Bobby and his friends.
New York City. Me, you, your brother. Dude, in New York City, I swear to God, in the West Village over by Christopher Street, they have gay gangs, which are terrifying. Because you think, you know what I mean? You see one of them, you're like, haha, and then you see like 16 of them.
You go.
I mean,
you see one of them and you go.
You see like one or two just singing on a corner or whatever, dancing, and then you hear the accent, the gay accent, and then you see like 16 of them, and you see tattoos, and then you realize that they could kill you, beat you up, and then do other things to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Mm.
Hey, man, I didn't forget my thought.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we were letting you die with dead air, and all of a sudden, I thought you were going to say that.
First of all, you died. You had a thought, and you forgot about it, old man, right in the middle of it.
You're so right. I still can't remember what I was trying to say. I can't remember what my whole point was.
Dude, remember Gary with the thing? And I remember. And then, how did that go to gangs? The gangs are bad.
Why was
everybody has their own stuff. What?
Why was I telling you about that?
I said when I was in high school, I was in criminal justice, and we had a guy come in and tell us about gangs.
Yeah.
And then you said, I remember we all picked the guy from high school. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember what I was trying to tell you.
The Columbine.
Thanks for Columbine. Yeah, it was that.
And you called him on the air.
Yeah.
He was on disability.
Yeah.
And now he's dead.
You have a whole room of people just watch you sink.
Anyway.
What's up, man?
How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good. Man. The summer's coming. The spring's in the air. I like it. It's good.
Bobby Kelly will be at Side Splitters this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Thursday, late show, Friday only.
What do you mean?
The Thursday early show, Friday early show, I think is pretty. There might be a couple tickets left. Saturday.
Not that you're not doing it, but that it's almost sold out.
No, I'm doing it. Yeah, but Thursday, tomorrow night, there's tickets, and Friday late show.
Now I'm going tomorrow for sure.
You going tomorrow? You gonna do make me ups?
I mean, I don't know. I might go up there and I might host it. How about that?
Yeah, that's great. Who should we get up there? We should get your brother.
I mean, I'm all for. I saw him do stand up in L.A. in front of a bunch of strangers at a comedy club, and he did a good job. I'm all for it. Have you talked to him about it?
About getting no.
I mean, I don't know if he.
Why would we do that?
Because if he's gonna go, we got to see that he wants to do it.
Nah, we invite him today or tomorrow and panic him for that night.
Panic him. I have to tell you, I would love you just saw what we just did to each other. I just lost my train of thought, and Bobby had to point it out until everybody knew twice.
Not that you had a stroke in the middle of your show.
Right. And I tried to get out of it, and even if I did fool some people by getting out of it, Bobby had to make sure everybody knew about it. So we enjoy watching each other be miserable for a couple of minutes. I'm telling you right now, if my brother would have went up and did comedy and died, I would have been like, it was great. He died. But he didn't. He did so well that I think he'd do a good job.
He did fantastic, but people don't know. Funny people, we love watching funny people be funny and do well, but we also, just as much, if not a little more, we love watching people bomb.
Oh, it'd be great.
Watching somebody bomb is one of the greatest things in the world.
The reason why my brother did stand up is because he's very funny. He had some tragedies in his life. His wife was killed in a car accident, and his daughter is a filmmaker. And she made a film about how he is funny but hasn't been able to follow his dream and do his thing since that happened. So wouldn't it be great if it was this sweet documentary that a daughter made about her father, and here he goes, and he gets his chance, and he just gets up there and bombs hard. That would have been it would have been almost better than him doing good, but he did so well twice while he was up there. So I'm curious to see how he'd do here.
So what you're saying is you'd like to see him bomb?
No, because if he bombs here, that's a reflection of me. I'm attached to that.
Why? What?
I'm attached.
How are you?
Because I'm super famous. So it's gonna be Mike Calta's brother bombed. I don't need that.
God.
I don't need that.
Oh God. Oh God.
You know it's true.
Oh God.
You know it's true.
It might even get some stink on you, Bobby.
Yeah. You might even have some residual.
Bobby's number one best friend brother bombed.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you're not getting booked anymore.
That's right. He brings stinky comedians with him.
I think that's a long sentence to write. No, dude. No. It's the exact opposite. Funny comedian, number one radio host, brother takes a hot one. I guess I guess it's not in the blood.
Yeah. Not all members of the family are funny. Oh, I like that. That's good too.
Yeah, dude. I guess he got the unfunny gene.
They're both unhealthy, but only one's funny. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. They both take 20 minutes to walk 3 feet, but
right, let's not get great.
One of them's funny and one's what, dude? It's ridiculous how slow you are.
You have to understand. We've talked about this before. I do move slow, at my own choice. I'm in no rush. I'm in the third quarter.
The third quarter of life?
Of life, yes.
Dude, you walking slow is by choice. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, I know. I hear you, and it's annoying.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. You're angry with me not because I walk slow, but because you can't walk slow.
Oh no!
You're a rusher.
No. I'm
You're
not
a
angry
rusher.
with you. I've accepted it. No, I'm not. Do you call me a Russian?
You're a rusher. You're an angry walker.
Oh.
You walk with purpose and with a plan. I mosey, and my moseying is a very Key West lifestyle. I live happier and slower.
You know what else is a Key West lifestyle?
What?
Once you're a jet all the way from your first singer.
What are we gonna do when you're here? I know you're bringing Joe Russell, who I love, and KP Burke.
Joe Russell's awesome. Low maintenance, very funny.
Yep.
But being with him is like, I'd rather sit with a flip flop.
Every time Bobby has to go to every time he has to go to a gig and he has to drive there, and I'll talk to him while he's in the car. I go, "Hey, what are you doing?" He goes, "I'm calling you because I'm in the car with Joe Russell. And he's got the personality of a Kleenex." He just sits there and doesn't say a word.
He just sits in the car, doesn't even co-pilot at all. This is the exit. It's coming up, and I'd rather have a duffel bag full of rocks sitting on the front seat and have him in the back seat. He stinks.
Yeah. But he's a funny comedian.
God gave him no abilities.
No.
He's a great comedian, and here's what happens when he gets on stage. He lights up, and he sings karaoke. He dances. He was in a band. He's got it in him. But when you're with him personally, he's like a serial killer. He just sits there. It says minimal words. It's disgusting. It annoys me. I wanted to punch him in the head one night just to see if something happened.
He's silent serial killer and then turns into gay gang when he's on stage.
We should start a gang.
Listen, what are we doing?
We never make up fights. We're always late for our battles because of you.
Yeah, you always lose because the big guy didn't get there in time. What are we going to do this weekend?
I think we go get massages.
Like massages
Hello?
or massages?
What?
You know what I mean. Like ear. Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Is that an Asian accent?
No. That's like a up and down, like a creaky
It's a noise,
hinge.
yeah.
Like a creaky hinge.
Oh, you mean the bed? You think that's the sound it makes?
Yeah, when you're on it.
Me and you were on a bed?
Right. We're not going together. It's not a couple's massage.
First of all, our beds would be like, and then, oh, you broke bear. I tied you for bear.
Let's do something fun this weekend because we have Thursday, Friday, and then I'll probably only see you late night on Saturday, and then you leave on Sunday.
Let's go to a gay club and start a fight.
No, I don't mess with the gay people. Gay people are
I'm not talking about. We start a fight. We get everybody. Galvin comes down. We start a fight, and then
we go gay bashing. That's what you want to do?
No.
Oh wait, what?
He meant like the gay gang.
Oh,
we start a fight. We start a fight, but we start dancing.
Hey, I have a question for you. Hello?
I mean, that one didn't go good, too.
I was trying to save you from it. Trying to save you from it. Yeah.
I thought the gay fight thing, was a callback. I thought Galvin would jump in on it.
But it didn't translate well, and it sounded like you wanted to go beat up gay people.
And also, it's like the fifth gay thing you've said. It's like, we get it. You want to be gay.
I don't want to be gay at all.
You were just born that
It
way?
can't be something that's already burning inside you.
Hey, we were in the we were on the cruise this weekend, and my wife goes, I go in and I had to pee really bad. I ran in the bathroom and I peed, and she goes, did you pee on the floor? And I go, no, I didn't pee on the floor. And she walks in the bathroom. She goes, yes, you did. It went everywhere. Now, keep in mind, we had a very little room, and it was very tiny. And sometimes when you're a guy and you're taking a bathing suit off and you have to pee, it just goes everywhere. And I looked at her and I go, I wish you had a penis. Like, just so she can know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And I go, I wish you had a penis. And she goes, easy, Jim Norton.
I had Jim and Nikki on my show last night, YKWd.
Yeah, was that weird for you?
Well, not for me. It's weird for him.
Jim Norton is married to a transgendered woman, and they've been making the rounds together. They've been doing a lot of press together.
Yeah, no, they're just dude. They fight just like a regular couple. It's almost hilarious. They're just arguing the whole show, and then at one point she's like, "Would you love me if I didn't have my Staminkia?
Yeah,
my package?" And he goes, "No, of course not. I wouldn't even got you in this country."
Where is she from?
She.
I said she. Where is she from?
Oh, Norway.
Oh, okay. And they seem very happy. I was with them, and they seem like a very happy couple.
They're very happy. They're miserable, which is happy, I guess, right? When you're
when you're
when
married,
you're in love, you have to be miserable. And no, they're very happy together. He's the happiest I've ever seen him in the last 6 years. But no, they're great together. I was just like, dude, when you brought Jim home to Norway, was your mom disappointed?
Oh, poor baby bird.
She's from Viking blood.
Yeah.
She's 6 foot. She's got these eyes that like beautiful, Thor eyes. They're just blue like the ocean. And then you brought home a baby bird without a beak. Like, was your mom mad? Yeah. No, they're great, man. It was. I'm happy for him, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And she's so pretty.
I mean, let's not get crazy.
What are you talking about?
She's all right. She's good for him.
No, dude. She's very pretty.
Well, my wife's very pretty.
Yeah, your wife's very pretty. She's hot, yeah.
Yeah, but now when you say it like that, now I feel like you're saying the same thing. Like that's your level of pretty.
Yeah, there's pretty. She's pretty. She's pretty as pretty.
Okay, I get you. Don't say that to my wife.
What do you mean? I mean, your wife. What? I think your wife is gorgeous, but I'm saying that, Norton's wife is very pretty. She's blonde, blue eyes, pretty dress.
Yeah.
All
right.
Anything else pretty on her?
She's got, yeah. It's actually not pretty. It's perfect.
Have you seen it?
Huh?
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Where? In what capacity?
No,
in what capacity have you seen Jim Norton's wife's penis?
I've never seen it. Of course I haven't seen it. No, I've heard about it. He's described it.
Yes, I've heard him describe it too.
I've heard him describe it, and it's rather large.
Yeah.
He calls her, he calls her his pony.
All right, this is crazy.
Put it that way. Yeah, well, he said if you're gonna marry a trans girl, you're not gonna marry one.
Right. If you're gonna do it, go all the way.
Yours or less. Yeah, you're gonna go all the way. Of
Exactly.
course, you're gonna go for the gusto. Yeah, he really did. They're a happy couple. What are you gonna do? It's just another thing to play with. It's good. I wish Dawn had one. She acts like my uncle.
All right, can we go over our schedule?
Yes.
Pick you up tomorrow.
Yes.
Will Joe and KP be with you or no?
I'm finding that out today. Hopefully not. But yes.
Yeah, I was saying we have to pretend we want to hang out with them. Then on
me and you.
On Friday, you're going to do the show with us.
We'll do the show Friday. Yeah.
And then Thursday night, obviously, we go out to Side Splitters. Then Friday, there's 2 shows. I'll be there for the early show and the late show. Then Saturday.
Sure. No.
No what?
Don't say it.
You know what I'm going to say, and I feel like this is the fair thing to do. And I think that I'm going to pick you up tomorrow. No. I'm going to go Thursday show, Friday second show. Then Saturday, I missed the early show, and I will come to the late show.
What are you doing on the early show?
You know what I'm doing on the early show. I'm going to go see Tom Segura at the Amalie Arena. You don't need me to be at all 6 shows.
Wow. What are you gonna do? You gonna go watch a comedy show?
Yeah, just like I would watch your comedy show.
I mean, what are you gonna go be a fan?
I am a fan. I enjoy his work.
All right, you got backstage? You gonna go see him backstage too?
I may. If that bothers you, I won't.
No, it's fine. Do your thing. Do whatever you gotta do.
Now you say like, oh, my wife says, fine, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I do not mean fine.
I have to tell you, I think this is unfair. I think it's unfair that you put me in this position.
I'm not. You put us into this position.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows that you're doing, I will go to 4 shows and be happy about it. I will miss 1 show. You should be like, that's a good friend.
So if I came in right to town. And I was like, dude, I'm coming in Wednesday. Thursday, I do your show. Friday, I'm going to go and do another radio show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be back at lunch.
You have done that.
Well, after lunch.
You have done that before.
I've never done that.
Hasn't he been on
the radio
Flying Brian show? What's that hot chick that used to work here?
Brittany.
You've been on a Brittany show before.
All right, touche, you win. First of all, can I tell people what really is going to happen?
Yeah.
You're going to pick me up from the airport. You're going to try to get me to eat some monkey bread or some type of crappy food. We're going to go back to your house, and you are going to fall asleep on your feet in a chair, sitting up.
Yep.
And then you'll wake up, you'll get on your phone, and you'll be on your phone for the rest of the day.
Then we'll go to the show.
And then I'll see Tom Segura.
And then we'll go to the show. And he really knows how to dig it in. Doesn't he? I mean, Galvin is really good at it. He's like a samurai.
Yeah.
Of like really just right in your gut when you don't want it.
Listen,
but are you coming this weekend, Galvin?
Yes, of course I am. You're one of my favorite comedians, and I see you every time you come through here. Because you're going to be at Side Splitters, but Tom's going to be over at the Amalie Arena. So it's a different thing.
Stop plugging his show. It's already needs plugs.
It's not sold out. I will tell you that.
Well, I mean, it's 18,000.
It's not sold. What? 30 tickets aren't sold out?
I'm just saying. It doesn't say sold out. It says limited tickets available.
A lot of upper deckers.
Yeah.
Upper deckers. How many people does that seat?
20,000.
I'm going to throw up.
Listen, rest assured.
You know what? I would throw up if I had to go in front of that crowd. 20,000.
Oof, it's a lot. Imagine how Josh Potter must feel.
Those are easy, dude. Those crowds are easy because you can't see the faces when a joke doesn't land. When you're at Side Splitters, I know the guy in the front row hates me if something's not going right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how do you know what it's like at the arena?
Because I've done them.
Oh, okay.
I did that arena.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I've done that. But here's the thing. No, you can go see Tom. I love Tom. Tom's great.
No, I'm not going to go now. Now I feel awkward about it.
Okay, good. That's great. I like that.
Listen,
fantastic.
I'm not going to go. I'm not going anywhere.
The next caller.
I will
next caller gets Mike tickets. Call in.
No, I have VIP. I have VIP passes that are non-transferable.
866 Swollen Feet.
Yep.
Call in.
866 Swollen Feet.
Call in and get it. Give your tickets away right now to a fan.
I will not. I will not. Somebody else will want them.
All right.
Somebody else will need them.
Do you know how much money? Did you ever do the math on the tickets when they do one of these?
Yes, I did it for when Bert played here. I went through the ticket prices the rental on the theater, and then how much plus a percentage of the alcohol sales. I went through all the money. Yes.
It's a lot of money.
I know.
It's like a mill, over a mill.
I need you to get back to that level, so that we can start doing those arena tours together.
Back to it.
Yeah, you're there. You're there.
I'm right. So you want me to start doing arenas?
Yeah, and I just want to be the guy who goes, "Ladies and gentlemen," you know, the guy who intros Kiss all the time. You wanted the best, you got the best. I just want to be the guy that introduces you and then hangs out on the. I'll quit this job and go on the road with you.
Everybody in the room just lit up.
Shut up. We're already down one person.
Thank God we don't have to drive to his house.
Shut up. This is a joy for people to come here.
It is not. They like
Joe?
the studio.
It's a joy, Michael.
They like the studio.
You're wrong.
It's not a joy. Oh, to him it's a joy.
It's a joy.
Talk to Galvin. You know he'll be the one that tells you the truth all the time.
Galvin, would you rather drive to the studio, or would you rather drive to Mike's house?
Mike's house.
100%.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit closer, but also you don't have to deal with anybody.
And it's a joy.
It's
Yeah,
a joy.
Bobby,
Yeah.
I can tell you I'm at the studio. I hate it here.
Yeah, see?
100%. That is.
and today's a happy day for her.
Carmen,
Yeah, I hate
Carmen, you hate it there because they all left you.
it. No. It's farther from my house. I actually like not being in the same room as them. That is a bonus.
That's messed up. I was just going to talk to you about coming here from now on.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
change those plans, Jim.
Oh, yeah.
There's an empty
Ooh,
seat.
Good one.
We got a spot here, Carmen. It opened up. Mm.
Well,
Carmen, with
all right,
Spanish
you know-
out, if you had the opportunity to come here, would you not want to?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Just want to make sure before
Yeah,
I
yeah.
move forward with anything.
Yeah, I hate it here.
But you have to sit outside.
And sleep
You're in
on the
hall.
lanai.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, Bob, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
dude, yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, too. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm excited about tomorrow night. We're going to call your brother after this. And just promise me that you're not going to fall asleep on me in a chair.
No, believe me, there's no doubt about it. At some point, I will fall asleep in the chair. It's what I do.
I thought for sure he was going to say, just promise me you won't laugh too much at Tom Segura's show.
I'm not going to Segura's show. I'm going to be with my number one best friend. Of course.
Oh.
Traffic's going to be horrible down there.
I'm not even, listen to me. Oh, he's worth traffic. He's very funny. I'm hanging out with Bobby the whole weekend. I'm committed to it, and I'm happy about it.
So Saturday night, you're not going to Tom's show?
No, I'm not going to Tom's show. I'm going to both of
I know you're
I'm not lying. I was singing with joy. I was singing with joy. No, I'm not going to Tom's show.
No, you're lying.
I'm not lying. I will be at Side Splitters on Thursday. I will be at Side Splitters twice on Friday and twice on Saturday.
Nice. All right, good. Perfect.
And
we're going to have a great weekend.
And what are you doing April 5th?
I don't know.
Is
Who knows that?
Is that Comics Come Home weekend, April 5th and 6th?
No.
What
no,
is that
that's
weekend?
in November.
What is
No,
April
why?
5th and 6th?
I know you have something going on.
I know. You should come on the cruise with us.
I don't like when you trick me into this stuff.
I want you to come on the cruise with us.
You got Steve Byrne.
Yeah, I know. I want you to come too. I want you to come and be my friend.
Says Bobby's at the mothership that
April
weekend.
5th.
Oh, you're in Austin.
Yeah, I'm at the. Yeah, dude, that's like that club is nuts, dude. It's like an automatic sellout for the whole weekend.
How ironic.
Logan is just giving away money.
How ironic. You're probably
What?
hanging out with Tom Segura that weekend.
No, nobody's there. I swear to God, dude. Last time I played there, I thought I was going to show up and the whole thing was going to be Rogan and Segura and Tim Dillon and Shane and Tony. I showed up. It was just me and the MC. It was one of the loneliest weekends I've ever had.
You and Hans Kim.
Not even any of those guys. It was just me and my MC who I didn't know, and that was it for the whole weekend. Nobody came in. I brought like all these great cigars. I thought everybody was going to be there. It was going to be a party, and not one person, just me all weekend by myself.
Well, if you want to reschedule, you can bring those cigars on Calta Cruise 17. You know we'll have a much better time. I'm just saying.
I would definitely do it, but dude, it's so much money.
Yeah.
So much money. Yeah, dude, they give you Joe Rogan's. You got to give the guy credit. It sells out automatically. It just sells out.
There's nothing else to do there.
I mean, there's a lot to do there. There's 7 comedy clubs.
Oh, really?
It's 6. Yeah. Have you been to Austin?
No.
It's so fun.
A lot of live music.
It's a real great street.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Ybor without like the threat of or death.
All right. Well, then maybe next year.
Yeah, I'm looking. No tickets available for Bobby's show.
Wow. In Austin?
Done.
Wow.
Sold out.
Well, if you want to see him, your opportunities this weekend here. Side Splitters.
Yeah, we're almost sold out here too, so that's great.
All right. For real, though, go to Side
Next cruise.
Huh?
Next cruise, I'm in. We're doing comedy, and let's bring Joe Russell just to ruin the mood.
Listen to me. We've already got 2 comics locked in for next year's cruise.
What?
Bobby Kelly, Lynn Koplitz.
Okay. Oh, God, what a show.
And the third. Who's the third? Let's pick one more that's somebody that's fun that we could all like and hang out with.
Dane Cook.
No, no, somebody that we all like.
Bring your brother.
No, come on. I'm serious. Like somebody else who we could take with us that we know is fun. That's a good comic, but more importantly, like a fun hang. You don't have to decide now. Think about it. If you don't have somebody right now,
Big J.
Do you think Jay would want to do it?
Why not? Why do you say it like that? Why do you get insecure?
No. I just know Jay does a lot of cruises and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to do it. I love Jay.
Yeah, Big J would be good. How about Paul Verzi?
Oh, I love Verzi. See, that I think would be more up our speed, but it'd be kind of cool to have you and Jay there though together.
It would be great, but me and Paul Verzi would be great. We could do a live bone to pick.
Do we just push Lynn Koplitz out?
No, you can't push her out.
I'm kidding.
She'll kill you. She'll gouge your eyes out if you say something like that.
I'm kidding. I'd love for it to be so Calta Cruise 18 featuring Bobby Kelly, Lynn Koplitz, and Paul Verzi.
That's a cruise.
All right, I'm going to work on that. Now.
Do it.
All right, listen to me.
I'm in.
I got to go. I will pick you up at the airport tomorrow. I will see you, and we will get a good lunch, good healthy lunch. And then we've got Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Sidesplitterscomedy.com, 960-1197. Get your tickets in advance because all the shows will sell out. I will see you tomorrow, my friend.
All right.
See you, brother.
All right. I can't wait to see you guys. Take care.
Love you, Bobby.
See you, Bobby.
All right, thank you. All right, we got to take a break.
Love
It's
you
the Mike
guys.
Calta
Bye.
Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.